iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Friday, October 20th, 2023. Lots to get to today, from C-Lane's final show to the annoying new way to board a plane, and your Halloween costume is banned for a strange reason, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
A good day to you.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. And you can watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. And this never, ever, ever, ever happens. But we got a last-minute message, folks. Yes, we did.
From who? You never check that
let me
inbox, dude.
Let me just double-check the inbox here. It looks like it's from C-Lane's baby. Let's see what it says.
Have a great Friday, you mother.
We did it, everybody. Guys, what's going on here? Rocky start to the show. What's happening?
I don't know, but I think that it's going to be a great day following all of that.
I know it's got to be, exciting to just have 4 hours left before the weekend kicks up, but we still got those 4 hours to do.
Right.
So we gotta pull it together here.
Let's do it.
And we got to make for some entertaining radio for folks for the next 4 hours or so. I'm dying here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay, so we're all on the same page.
Yeah. What happened to you? You did a pool party over there or what?
Oh, my God. I go to one pool party, and you guys think about pool
No,
parties
you
all
didn't
the
go
time.
to one pool party. You went to 2 pool parties in a row.
What was the second pool party?
You told us you were like going out to a pool party, stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning
That's
or something.
right. Yeah, no, not a pool party. No, I'm actually in pretty good shape. I had a great night last night, ready to go. I just, it was a rough start. I got too excited and pressed celebration a little bit early.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that you were just about to say you're dying.
No, I'm just I got the worst allergies this week. It's just really piling on me. And now I'm looking at next week. We got no C-Lane. C-Lane's abandoning the show.
Bye.
All for a baby. It's unbelievable that it's happening. It's happening nonetheless.
Priorities, man. Come on.
I know. It's like, really, babies are kind of important, I guess, but so is the show, C-Lane. I mean, don't you have any sense of, where you should focus your time?
You're right. I should have just told my wife, you know what? We can't procreate.
Just
because of the
FaceTime with
show.
her while she's giving birth.
Tell her we can procreate, but then, once you got that baby in you, it's on you.
Should have done it like a month or so later so it lined up with Christmas break.
Right.
Now, what fun would that be? That's no good. You don't want to do that. Today's C-Lane's last day before he takes off for the baby, and a couple of weeks will be time spent with his new child, which will be fun and exciting and interesting. And
it'll be fun. I get to hang out with Ashley, who's just been laying around calling herself a stay-at-home mom.
Yep.
She technically is right. She's technically right about that, and she's getting into the world.
He's so funny.
She's fully into the world of bread making now. I hear.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, gotta tell you, the picture you sent yesterday, I was like, "Is this how it goes down?" I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to look appetizing when it's mold? Is that did I look at it wrong? It's a mason jar, right?
No, it's like a starter.
Yeah.
When you start to make bread, you got to have like that little starter point. It's weird.
Yeah,
It's easier just to buy the bread.
For sourdough, there's like a lot more you got to do with the starter. You got to like feed it every day or so
Talk
for a
to
while.
it nicely. You're a good plant.
And then they get rid of half of it and then feed it a bunch more. It's weird.
Can we check something out real quick? I want to look up something before we get into things full force here. Play the video to get started and all that. So your child is potentially going to be born on, let's see, Saturday will be the 21st, Sunday will be the 22nd, Monday the 23rd, Tuesday the 24th, Wednesday the 25th, right? Is that correct? October 25th?
Potentially, yes.
Okay, what famous people were born on October 25th that your child will share a birthday with?
I have not checked.
Oh, you got to
Famous
look at
birthday.
this
Could
stuff.
end up being the 26th. Just because you induce doesn't mean it's happening that day.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, who was born on October 25th that could share possibly a birthday with C-Lane's new child?
Off the bat, because this is alphabetical order, we have Adam Goldberg.
Ooh.
Yeah. Adam Pascal. Bob Knight.
That's
Chad
a famous
Smith.
name.
Chad
Who's
Smith,
Chad Smith?
the drummer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, he's a cool guy.
Cheryl Wright, she's the lesbian country star. We have Sierra with the Goodies. Remember her?
Oh yeah, the R&B singer.
All right, you're gonna like this. Craig Robinson, born on
From The
October
Office.
25th. Yes.
Oh, going Mach 5, C-Lane. You know, right after the child is born, start introducing him to the office.
Got it.
And then say, that guy has the same birthday as you.
Katy effing Perry.
Katy Perry, same
Yes.
birthday.
All right.
Wow.
Sean's a big fan.
Don't know.
Any bad ones in there? Any like Hitler's or...
Not seeing a Hitler just yet.
Okay, that's
Not
good.
seeing.
Oh,
Yeah,
woo.
that's what you did there.
Nancy Cartwright, the voice of
Bart Simpson.
Bart Simpson. I
Oh,
grab that.
is she the Scientologist one?
You better believe it. And
Okay.
yeah, everyone else is kind of like a C-lister. But
All right, that's not too bad,
congratulations.
though. There we go.
It's also my half birthday.
Is it like dead on in the year, your half birthday? That's weird. Okay. All right, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse.
Good
Let's see
job.
what's happening in this great big wide world.
Love
of
that.
ours.
Best of.
And we go to a man talking to a prostitute. That's where we're starting out on our Friday. This man sees a prostitute across the street and summons her over to talk, and here we go.
Hey, how much for your time? 120.
Per hour?
What do you?
Yeah.
Will you do anything?
Blowing sex.
Nah, but I need somebody to wash my truck. You think you can do it for 120?
Wash your truck.
Yeah, in and out.
I'm not washing nothing.
Really?
Almost had a deal.
man.
So close to an arrangement made.
Oh, but she
But
doesn't have the supplies.
No, she doesn't have any of the things required. She doesn't have a bucket. She
Sorry.
doesn't have a sponge.
When a hooker says, I'm not washing nothing, that's pretty cut and
It's an
dry
alarming
sign that
thing.
you should not be employing the services of that
That is
hooker.
a great point, Elaine.
You know, he called up the wrong person for the wrong job. It wasn't going to align. That wasn't going to be a thing that works out for them. We had, I guess, was it last night that the Golden Bachelor was on? I missed it. I haven't caught up just yet.
I believe that it was, and I too am just catching up. I just watched the second episode yesterday, so
Me
I'm
too,
too
yeah.
behind. But God, it is such a treat.
I think we're just this last one behind, but
This guy's such a goof.
he's so goofy. Is he not? He's like the goofiest guy.
Like, very good looking. Then he starts to talk, and it's just
It sounds like Kermit the Frog.
yes. And he's like,
Yeah.
I just know it sucks to be a woman. Let's kiss a little bit.
He has a weird voice, and is there an accent going on there? I don't
I think
know
it's
where.
the hearing aid thing.
Oh, that's probably right. I never even considered that. He has 2 hearing aids. And what's funny is there's another woman on the show that he's been kind of flirting with, and she goes, I have hearing aids too. And she
And
like
revealed.
she pulls her hair back to reveal that she has hearing aids as well.
That woman looks so good for her age. I
Yeah.
thought for sure they were going to be like, surprise, she's early 40s, 65 years old, doesn't look a day over 45.
I don't want to spoil anything. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I probably haven't. She's gone. Damn it.
There is a woman who does go home because something happens. I won't spoil it more than that. And the woman who goes home looks so much younger than all the other ladies. And I don't know if this woman was like,
The
I'm
Golden
getting outta
Bachelor
here.
guy's like, son of a bitch. That was the youngest looking one.
Yeah, that was the one that he wanted to keep around. They were connecting and stuff. But there's an article
There's
in
one that can't
Mashable.
stop talking about herself, or can't. She doesn't know when to not tell stories about her making out with the guy.
There's yeah. And one of the other people got mad at her.
Yeah.
And started to like call her out. And then we got the first old people fight of the season, which is what we're looking for.
Damn right.
But there's an article in Mashable today, which is one of these things where it's like, there's so many articles that go out every day that are these micro problems, right? Like that nobody cares about. That's not really a big issue. That's whatever. But they say the Golden Bachelor has an accessibility problem. And they talk about how they're sharing the same house that the Bachelor or the Bachelorette would have. And because they have bunk beds, it's not accessible for the old folks who are
Oh
on
my
the
God,
show.
the bunk beds.
For-
I've had 2 knee replacements. I'm not going up there, and that makes sense. I cannot believe that they put bunk beds in
They
their
kept them in
rooms.
there. They kept the bunk beds in, and they had to do a negotiation for the tops of the bunk beds where they're like, who is able to climb the ladder and get into the top of the bunk
These
bed?
people are too old to be sleeping,
Yeah.
to be sharing rooms with people.
Oh, yes,
I
they are.
get the sharing rooms part. The bunk beds does not make sense to me whatsoever. Like, they want someone to get hurt, right?
Right.
No one's
It's
going
a-
to fall off that damn bed.
It says the Golden Bachelor bunk beds do have safety rails, but they're still bunk beds. The accommodations are, at the very least, insulting for 20 and 30-somethings. But for older folks, bunks are practically cruel. And they go on about how this is not accessible for the older folks on this show.
What they should ask is the producers to grab a screwdriver and just separate the beds.
Yeah.
They'll be right next to each other.
Like Step Brothers or whatever. Oh, Step Brothers did the opposite, I guess. They made bunk beds out of the
So
single
they can have
beds.
so much room for activities.
Right. These folks don't need room for activities. They just need room to lay down in a bed like an old person does. But that's out there. Also, I continue on with Courtney and I have been watching Halloween movies every single night in the month of October. And I think I'm at the bottom of the barrel right now. You know,
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're watching stuff where it's like, what is this movie? This one's not good anymore.
I got one for you.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Drag Me to Hell.
Drag Me to Hell. Okay, I'm going to write this down. Drag Me to Hell.
I think it's more of a cult classic, but
Okay, I'm for it, though.
It has like a little sprinkle of comedy, or just like it's funny because how ridiculous it is, and then it has some of the most grotesque, like almost hilarious scenes that I just like. I can't understand where the creativity came from, but I appreciate it very much.
Well, everybody who has any kind of suggestions, remember this. Courtney is very jumpy and scared of super scary movies. So this has to be just like a kind of scary movie. Like Halloween is the scariest we can get around these parts, lest she hit the pause button and stop things.
Watch the new one on Netflix called The Silence.
All right.
With Stanley. Is it Stanley Tucci? No, it's another guy who, maybe it is Stanley Tucci, but it is very scary, very weird. Did not appreciate the ending of it, but I feel like it's because they set it up for a part 2.
Too scary for Courtney, you think, or she can muscle through this?
That I cannot tell you. I would feel bad if I said she could and then she ate it.
Here are the things that trip her. Are there any crazy old
Wires,
ladies?
Sean's feet.
Not physically. Are there any people who walk weird? Like any kind of weird walking
no.
always gets her?
No
Okay,
weird walking.
We should be in the clear then, if that's the case. We'll check
Now
that
I know
out.
what to do next time I go to Sean's house.
You just gotta walk weird and
Weird walking.
she will freak out, man. She does not like that stuff. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we'll bust into the show full force. Somebody's saying Talk to Me. Yeah, we already watched Talk to Me. That was so good. Very, very good movie. But I'll take more suggestions via dispatch. And when we come back, your Halloween costume is banned, unfortunately. No. I'll give you the very strange reason why. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
The fine woman in your smart speaker knows what you need. Really? Don't ask how. Just tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
I have a pretty big crash blocking 2 right lanes on I-4 westbound before OBT. Some police activity at that location. Again, I-4 westbound, right around the Orange Blossom Trail area. And a slow-go I-4 eastbound before US 27 to after State Road 429. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber.
HOA and condo board members, it pays to have fiber. Let Blue Stream Fiber show you how fiber internet provides revenue for communities while saving up to 50% off retail rates. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/radio to find out more.
Now you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
In this week's Marketers Report, Chris Brandt, Chief Marketing Officer at Chipotle Mexican Grill, weighs in on the power of audio, specifically audio influencers.
Audio has been a key component for us. Our consumer is omni-channel, so we need to be omni-channel. We've used audio to reinforce what we're showing on TV, what we're showing in other digital channels. When your priority is driving reach, boy, everybody seems to listen to the radio. I think using the audio influencers has been a huge component for us. Working with iHeart, we were able to really tease out the audio influencers in key markets that were authentic Chipotle fans. And because it's authentic and because they're seen as trusted friends by the customers and the listeners, it's really been an effective strategy.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local, every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
During Jeep Adventure Days, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep Grand vehicles. 10 or 15% below MSRP, depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Gladiator, Grand Cherokee Laredo, and Compass. Excludes Sport. 15% below excludes MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Renegade, Compass Latitude, Grand Cherokee Elk, excludes Laredo, and Grand Cherokee excludes 4xe and Laredo. Not compatible with lease offers except for Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 10/31. Jeep is a registered trademark.
O'Reilly. Get ultimate durability and extreme weather performance with Rain-X Advantage wiper blades at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Purchase a pair of Rain-X Advantage wiper blades and save $10. Plus, get 2 times O Rewards points. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
People sometimes may wonder why they need a big law firm after their injury. Imagine you're on your way to work and then, bam, your whole life changes. You're injured and now you have to fight for justice. Your opponent is not the driver of the car that hit you. It's their insurance company. When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream, bringing together internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. Get fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month, free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited Spectrum mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Spectrum One Stream. It's streaming simplified. Visit Spectrum.com or a Spectrum store for details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Here's the easiest puzzle in the world. Where can you get a daily dose of fun, audio-friendly puzzles? The solution is obvious. The Puzzler Podcast with AJ Jacobs. Listen to The Puzzler on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
On the new true crime podcast, Unrestorable, dive into the heartbreaking case of a mother declared not competent to stand trial, a father seeking justice for the children he lost, and the mental health laws that could let her walk free.
We're very punitive. We have just an extraordinarily high rate of incarceration in this country and a still pretty stigmatizing view of mental illness.
Listen to Unrestorable on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
No payments until 2024 with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. CHECK. That's check. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
That spooky time of year. But watch out, friends. Your costume may be banned, and you got to be aware of that. So we already talked on this show about getting ready for Halloween and, what costumes everybody was thinking about and wearing a costume maybe for the Halloween show that we do this year. But we didn't even consider that our costume might be banned, and we got to consider that. Any idea, guys, why your costume could be banned this year? Any thoughts?
Any more context, like banned from a particular place?
Nope. You're just like, you're not supposed to wear it. They're not supposed to wear your costume this year.
Oh, gosh. Because it involves blackface?
No, not that. C-Lane got in trouble for that a long time ago, and he hasn't done it since.
Never did blackface, never.
That's what we say now. That's true. We agreed in a meeting to say that he's never done it before.
Nobody ever had a meeting. That wasn't a thing.
Oh, we agreed in the meeting to not talk about the meeting, too. Right. I remember that part. Yeah. So no meeting,
I dumped it. Don't worry.
Okay, good. We got rid of that. No, you're not supposed to wear a lot of costumes this year because of a strange reason that will make you a scab for doing so. And it's the actors' strike that is leading people to say, I can't wear this costume this year. Now, I would just wear whatever costume I wanted, but there's people who are saying you shouldn't because of the strike. It says Halloween costumes could be limited for Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, or SAG-AFTRA. According to new guidelines, they released a flyer on how to properly recognize Halloween without undermining the ongoing strike in its 100th day. And so here's what they said in this flyer. This Halloween, we wanted to make sure our members don't inadvertently break strike rules, and we've put together some quick tips on the do's and don'ts for costumes. Check them out and have a spooktacular Halloween.
Spooktacular. Nice
Very
of them
spooky.
to wish.
And they said the tips include not choosing costumes inspired by generalized characters and figures like ghost, zombie, spider.
Okay.
Not posting photos of costumes inspired by struck content to social media. And they said dressing up as characters from non-struck content like an animated television show. So you all have to be animated characters for Halloween. You got to be Bart Simpson or Family Guy, Peter from Family Guy, I guess. C-Lane could be Gene from Bob's Burgers. We were going to do something with that a long time ago. I don't know if you remember that whole thing. There was a fake story we're going to see it in the news,
That's
but we never did that. We never made C-Lane into Gene from Bob's Burgers, and we can do that now. That's fine for the strike, but many other costumes are banned. Eric Beasy says a Sarah Silverman costume. How dare you? Banned immediately. Hammer down, right to prison immediately.
Now, I say we put some bets on, like, what is someone still going to do that will be the most offensive costume this year?
Oh, there's got to be some. And Courtney and I were trying to walk around and think about what the costumes would be this year as we were going on our walk yesterday. We said, obviously, Barbie.
Yeah, Barbie.
But then I couldn't think of a lot of other cultural things that hit as hard as Barbie this year. Like, Taylor Swift isn't really a costume, I don't think.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
You think people do Taylor Swift?
Absolutely. Especially couples will do the Taylor and Travis Kelce couple costume.
That's true. That makes it more likely because those two are together and there's like a duo thing you can do.
No, I'm saying controversial. Like, what frat boy douchebag is going to try to make a costume out of the war in Israel?
Oh, my God. Bad idea.
Someone's going to do it. You know someone's going to do it.
How's it a costume, though?
I don't want to give any ideas. Just, they will.
No. Tell us how you would dress like the war in Gaza.
They could dress like somebody at the rave, or they could dress like,
Sean?
A Hamas fighter or whatever. And those are bad. That's not a good idea. But what were the other big cultural things from 2023 that people would dress up as? I swear to God, it's like I'm coming up with nothing. Oppenheimer is not a costume, is it?
Yeah, an old soldier? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never saw
a nuclear bomb.
I never saw
And
it.
so is my costume.
You know, it'd be clever if you had an actual fat man and an actual little boy that went to a costume contest.
That takes thinking. That's a smart costume.
Yeah, but if you could pull that off, I think it might be good. But I just can't think of the ones that would have been the big cultural ones this year. Somebody said Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett, I could see, and that's kind of easy. Hawaiian shirt.
Dead Jimmy Buffett would be great, like a
Ooh,
zombo.
zombie.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Megan, you know the scary movie Megan?
Her
dance went viral in the beginning of the year, so
that was spooky. Somebody says, I'm doing Ted Lasso this year. Somebody says an imploded submarine.
Oh, that would be one.
That's a tough one to do, but yeah, that would be culturally something from 2023 that people would connect with.
You would have to have like just the cheapest looking submarine that you're dressed as, and you'd have to have the controller.
Right. Yeah, that would work. Actually, I think that could work. It's a little offensive, but I think it could work out. Oscar says, Barbie. Yeah, of course, Barbie. We know that, but it's just that was so dominant. Barbie was such a big force this year.
Wednesday Addams?
Yeah.
Was that show this year, Wednesday? Because that was kind of big. And like her thing with not blinking and all that, that was kind of a big thing that it brought up a bunch of news stories.
They're definitely calling it one of the hotter costumes this year alongside
Really?
Barbie is Wednesday Addams.
What else? Is there anything else on the thing you're looking at there?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just all just like stuff from all the prior years, maybe classic stuff. Somebody says, Koalak says, Britney Spears with knives, which
absolutely
would be a good costume, actually. We got to go to our friend C-Lane here on his final day, and we need your nerd expertise, if you don't mind, Christopher Dolores Lane.
That's doable.
All right, this is about the world. You know various worlds. You have your places of expertise, whether it be Dave Matthews Band
Satellite.
or other things and technology.
Thanks for not pigeonholing me.
Technology, and this is the third category where C-Lane is some sort of expert. Marching band. He knows about the marching band. He was in a marching band.
Very true.
And then I saw this story today from the UPI newsfeed. And they said there's been an explosion in band injuries for people in the marching band. And immediately, I was like, I would not figure that to be a place where one could pick up an injury. But how, C-Lane, would you get injured in marching band?
Falling.
Oh, really? You think it's that?
I caused
just falling down?
Major injury to, I think it was like a quarter of the marching band at my high school.
When you were the mascot?
When I was the mascot, the game had just finished up. I believe we had won because everyone was cheering, and the marching band is making their way down the track because that's what surrounded the football field.
Right.
I had no idea, but I was there, hyping up the crowd. I start to do the worm, and then before I knew it was too late, the giant drum falls over me. Then right behind is the drum line. Right behind them is the tuba dude. And they had not seen me because their vision is a little bit impaired when you have a giant instrument in your face.
And they just started like domino falling over you?
Yep, it was chaotic.
I don't see a lot of flute players in the marching band sustaining serious injury, but like there are, some of those instruments, if you're, marching bottom bass drum, which I did, which was hell on my back.
That's the big giant one, right?
Yeah. We had 5 of them. Some years we didn't even march the bottom one, but if you have any like big drums on, if you're wearing a sousaphone, those are things where if you fall, you're gonna screw yourself up a little bit.
It says marching bands often put on spectacular shows, but being in one is physically demanding and can cause disabling injuries. I just didn't know this. New research indicates that 70% of marching band-related injuries reported to emergency departments during a 9-year period happen to be young women of high school age. Half of the injuries occurred in the lower body. Ankles and knees are most often at risk, probably because, like you're saying, the vision is impaired for somebody who's carrying around one of those big instruments. 16% of marching band injuries were serious and included mild traumatic brain injury, fractures, dislocations, or heat injury. In this category, mild traumatic brain injury, it was 6% of all of the injuries that were extreme. And there's a lot of talk about this and trying to keep these folks safe. They said over the course of 2012 to 2021, so 10 years or so, there was 20,335 marching band injuries, and people were getting hurt participating in that. I just thought that was a safe place to go, but it turns out, I mean, maybe because they're going crazy now and they're doing SpongeBob animations on the field, and they're changing colors, and it's like an impressive thing you're looking at. They keep falling over. It could be. All right, let's go to you. Let's see what you have on your mind. We got dispatches rolling in, and that's how you join the show. Send yours now at thenewsjunkie.com, just like this one. Here's Jazzy Josh.
Yeah, one of the best costumes for girls this year is Britney Spears with the knives. It's pretty hilarious.
Another one.
My friend's girlfriend's doing it.
So this is spreading around. There's a bunch of people who are talking about that, apparently. Here's the brown pony.
Okay. Hamas terrorist costume idea.
Oh, no.
You take 3 toy babies, you take their heads off.
Okay, dude. All right,
dude.
I'm going to just stop you
Oh
there.
my God, it was not an open forum for ideas.
I'm going to hit the brakes on that one.
I would have let him finish.
See, like, it's final day. He's like, screw it. Burn it down.
Exactly, and leave us to pick up or vacuum the ashes. You know the phrase.
Here's Jarhead.
Hey, what's up, News Junkie?
Hey.
Friday. Hey,
Saturday,
Sean,
Sunday.
a quick suggestion for your horror movie/show recommendations.
Mhm.
My wife and I just finished The Fall of the House of Usher.
I keep hearing about
which is like a
this.
suspense/horror show based on the weird stories of Edgar Allan Poe. Very, very good. Scary, good acting, suspenseful, a lot of twists and turns.
All right.
I think you guys would like it. Check it out. Guys, have a good weekend. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
I'm hearing more about that as of the last 2 weeks or so, I think.
Now, I haven't seen it, but my friend Jared texted me to recommend Terrifier to you.
Okay, that's the second or third time I've seen Terrifier, which just by the name itself is a little frightening to consider.
Terrifying almost.
And somebody said Terrifier and Terrifier 2, like there's multiple Terrifiers. Oh, I don't know about this, but maybe I'll
Electric
put that on the
Spookaloo.
list. Hang on, let's see. Terrifier. All
I
right.
watched the trailer for that Fall of the House of Usher. I did not know that it was Edgar Allan Poe related, but it makes a lot of sense now because there was a part where somebody just kept repeating Nevermore in like a creepy way. And I was like, oh, like The Raven.
Is it a movie or a series?
Series.
I believe it's a series as well.
Okay.
Everything's a damn series. It's hard to find like something that's just like, give it to us in a movie.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
sick of
Well,
it.
we want to hear from you. What's on your mind? Send us a dispatch right now. Go to thenewsjunkie.com to hit record on your first dispatch right now. Quick break. When we come back, I don't know if I'm on board with this. In fact, I'm not on board with this. There is a new way.
So skip it.
No, we have to talk about it because we're going to have to do it. Every single one of us is going to have to do this, whether we like it or not.
The draft?
It's not the draft.
Yeah.
They don't want me. If it's the draft, you're at most risk, actually, Sabrina.
do you
Sealand and
mean?
I.
No, I have a bad back.
The Army's going to dismiss Sealand and I immediately. Just like, hey, Sean's too old. Sealand ain't doing
We'll
this.
compromise. They're like, we're going to draft you guys. And we're like, do you want a radio show overseas? 'Cause
Oh,
we'll
that'd
take
be
care of that
great.
for you.
Yeah, do a
Good
little Good
Morning
Morning Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Yeah, I'll do that. 100. There's more people saying Terrifier right now. All right, that's definitely on the list. But Amanda does say Courtney is not going to like Terrifier. So we'll have to watch the trailer to that one first. Anyhow, when we come back, there's a new way to board a plane. And people are going to have to start doing this, whether you like it or not. And I do not like this, but it is in all of our futures if anybody wants to fly anymore. How are they going to do this? How annoying is it going to be? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Friday weather forecast update for Central Florida as we approach midday. Warm highs in the low 80s today. Another gorgeous one, keeping it dry. Breezy west winds for the afternoon at 10 to 15. Cool and clear tonight, mid-60s. On our Saturday and Sunday, warm mid-80s for highs, dry conditions with plenty of sunshine. Enjoy, and don't forget that sunblock. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
Wherever you are in life, Rasmussen University offers the flexibility and support you need to earn your associate's, bachelor's, or master's degree on campus or online nationally at any time. Start now at rasmussen.edu.
Folks, let me tell you about Mills Air. This is a great company that you should support. They're a family-owned company, a family-operated company, and a locally owned and operated company. That's the kind of company you should be seeking to help you out and support. And Mills Air has been in business helping people just like you since 1992. So over 30 years, they know what they're doing. They know how to get the best techs out there, and that's why they have them over at Mills Air. They've come out to the studio and fixed the air conditioner here when I thought it was done for. I thought I was going to have to buy a whole new unit. They took things apart from top to bottom, put it back together. Mo, the technician from Mills Air, was so nice and so helpful, and they'll be that way for you too. So if you've got a problem, a knocking sound, things aren't working like they used to, you just know something's up with that AC of yours. Maybe it's making a lot of noise outside. You reach out, you call Mills Air. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer, so they can get you big rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Give them a call at 407-277-1159 or find them online at millsair.com.
Ever been on a road trip and wondered about all the hidden history and locals-only stories that you might be passing?
With the Autio app, I'm always learning new things about the places I'm driving through.
The Autio app automatically delivers captivating stories about the natural wonders, local legends, and fascinating histories just beyond your car window. It's like having your own personal tour guide. Rediscover America your way with Autio. Available on iOS and Android.
FAS Windows and Doors is the company to use to make your house feel better and look better. You know what they can do? Get rid of those single-pane aluminum frame windows and get you double-insulated vinyl windows. That'll save you money, make your AC work less, make your house look better and feel better. And I tell you, man, they can do it for you fast. Their showroom, easy to find. Fairbanks and I-4, slide in, pick out the windows that you love, have them installed by their pros, and your house will never, ever be the same. And they can even do that for you in the door as well. Book your consultation today easily at faswd.com.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of microscopic germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril around the back of the nose and out the other nostril, helping flush out all the nasty things that make you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Cindy, a verified Navage user who writes, "I've had such awful nasal congestion for the last couple years. I bought Navage and OMG, I can breathe again. I love this thing. Goodbye, Neti Pot. Hello, Navage." End quote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
What key is tonight going to be played in? Well, that's entirely up to you and your spirit. Over here at Wild Turkey, we're opting for something that rings true and can reverberate for ages. A little 101. Wild Turkey 101 has been pleasing crowds for decades with its iconic, rich flavor. Crafted with generations of know-how and the finest ingredients. Wild Turkey. Trust your spirit. Wild Turkey Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Copyright 2023, Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise, drink responsibly.
The iHeartRadio app and the NFL right in your pocket. The home of the NFL Podcast Network, covering all 32 NFL teams, plus all the expert advice to win your fantasy league. And, of course, live NFL games. Touchdown! Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Free never sounded so good.
Escape with the best stories of the year on Audible. Hear celebrity memoirs, mysteries, true crime, sci-fi, and more. Ignite your imagination with audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com.
Tonight, don't miss iHeartRadio Icons with the Rolling Stones celebrating the release of Hackney Diamonds.
Going into this, I said, look, we've got to make a great record.
Hear the exclusive interview.
You know, it can't just be okay. It has to stand up.
Tracks from the new album, including Angry. Tonight at 7 p.m. on the Classic Rock Channel on the free iHeartRadio app.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
So until they ban it, you can still find us here at Real Radio 104.1 on TikTok, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Is about to change when it comes to how you board your flights. And this is not going to be fun for us. Hang on, I'll tell you about that in just a moment. But in the meantime, I got a job opportunity for everybody, and I think you might like this. This is a really easy way to make some monies. Unfortunately, not going to be good for me. Sorry about
Just
that.
you in particular?
You gotta be not racist to do this job?
What are you talking about, man?
What?
Get out of here. Unbelievable.
God.
No, it's not that. Not that I'm racist, but it's not that. So here's the job opportunity that I saw earlier today from a place called Human Microbes. This is the real deal. I got it in front of me. I'm looking at the actual website or a tweet about it. And it says, providing stool donors for FMT, that's fecal microbiota transplants and research. And they're saying they're working to find the fewer than 0.1% of people with healthy, unperturbed, disease-resistant microbiomes. What? And they're focusing on the USA and Canada, but accepting donors and recipients from around the world. So they want stool donors. And then on the page about becoming a stool donor, it says you got to complete the screening questionnaire. You got a complete verification of stool type and physical fitness. You have to do a video interview and do stool and blood testing. And then you get paid $500 per stool.
This tweet is hilarious. Hold the F up. $500 per stool sample donated. I'm going to quit my job and just S.
That's the new way to live life, man. This is doing it here. $500 per stool sample. It says if you're having a bowel movement every day, it could total $180,000 per year. C-Lane, can you imagine getting paid $180,000 a year to give stool samples?
That would be awesome. God. I'm really good at it.
That's a great gig. I wonder if you get paid more for more size, you know, like if you really give them a good one. $180,000 a year you can make. Now, here is the unfortunate bad news, at least for me.
This is something I've already done at work today, and it would have made me more money than I'm going to make at work today.
$500 for every single one you send in. That's awesome. It says donors must be in exceptional physical and mental health. Ideally,
son of a bitch,
top young athletes. So I'm out. Ideally, donors would be under 30 years old, they say. Damn it. Donors can be under 18, provided they have signed consent from their parents. You imagine your kid's making $180,000 a year pooping, and you're the parent, and he's the breadwinner in the house, and he's like, you know, he's ordering you around. And
so our generation saw the first people, and this is not hugely widespread, But there is a lot of people who make money playing video games. Our generation birthed the idea that you can just make money either competitive video gaming or just like having people watch you on Twitch play video games.
Yeah.
And like, it's not something like our parents would have been like, you're not going to make money just playing Super Nintendo all the time. And so, that was not something we would have thought of growing up. Now, our next generation can just poop.
What do you do for a living? Professional pooper. It's like, they said it couldn't be done, but Ma, look at me now. Here I go. Say you got to have consent from your parents if you're under 18. Many children need FMT, and we'd like to match those children with young donors. We currently don't have a minimum age. Donors should have minimal antibiotic use, a specific Bristol stool type, and they're accepting donations from anywhere in the world where they have access to dry ice, because I guess you got to like put this stuff on dry ice when you're sending it in. But my God, $500 per sample, up to $180,000 a year for your stool samples. Imagine going to college and, getting your degree, and some dumb yokel that lives next door to you in the big house is, hey, what do you do anyways, man? He's like, yeah, stool sample guy.
Yeah, maybe
That's
there's
what
like
I
a
do.
fancier way of putting it. Like they in the past have, instead of calling you a trash man, it's like a waste engineer.
Right. It's something that sounds better than
But I sell my
stool
poo-poo
donors.
is not as cool.
No, you don't want to say that on a date, certainly. That's not good. Anyhow, that's something else, and there you go. Now you know. Let's go over to this. You're going to be changing up the way you board planes, and this sounds pretty annoying to me, but here we go regardless. They said having passengers scuffle down the jetway and fumble their way into the cramped seats of a commercial flight is one of the most time-consuming logistical nightmares that major U.S. airlines execute thousands of times each day. Now the airline with the most planes will start packing in passengers in a new way. So if you ever fly United Airlines, get ready. They say their 6-group boarding procedure is going to be improved to save up to 2 minutes of boarding time. So all of this is to save 2 minutes of boarding time. Starting October 26th, so very soon,
Great.
United says that after the initial boarding groups enter, so you have your initial boarding groups, then they're going to board window seat passengers in economy class without frequent flyer status. Then they're going to board the middle seat people, and then they're going to board the aisle seat people last.
I mean,
And
that kind of makes sense.
it's
You are
called-
going to save some time.
It's called the Wilma method, window, middle aisle. Window, middle aisle, Wilma. It was tested at 4 domestic line stations and 1 hub, and it's just faster, they say. So the weird thing is, if you're with your family, let's say you got 3 people you're traveling with, mom, dad, kid, and you're all ready to go, ready to travel, and you're sitting in one whole aisle, you'll board at different times. It's like, who's sitting by the window? The kid sitting by the window. So the kid gets in line first, boards the aircraft, and then, mom boards the aircraft after, the dad boards the aircraft last.
I've watched some YouTube videos about this idea, the idea of boarding in such a way, like boarding the rear first instead of like first class, or instead of whatever they however they prioritize boarding. And it's like, I think you said it's going to save 2 whole minutes, right?
That's what they said, yeah.
I think that the conclusion was it's not going to save you that much time. Like, you're not going to push off faster if you have a more efficient way of boarding, because there's still a whole lot of stuff they have to do to the plane before you can go. Like, they start boarding at a time where they're like, all right, this is the amount of stuff we have left to do.
What you're
we
saying
can
is
get it done and board at the same time.
You're saying the people in the cockpit are doing things while you're boarding.
They're
so
still fueling the plane, possibly.
If you board it in 30 seconds, it doesn't mean you're going anywhere any faster.
Correct. And it's the value of letting first class board first, being that part of the package, making that money is more important to the airlines than the idea of this more efficient boarding process. And it's not only saving you 2 minutes in this case, and it's like all the studies they've done have pretty much gone, yeah, it's more efficient, but the way that we are doing it works better.
All right, what do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Radio Michael 7 says, this has been tried before. It won't work because people never get in line when they're supposed to. Yeah, I mean, I guess if people don't, like, follow along and act in an orderly way, it doesn't solve any problems. And when do people do that, right? Like, people, any opportunity to screw things up or be slow, people will do that. The thing that I don't understand is, C-Lane just mentioned that, you know, you get the benefit when you're in first class of boarding first. Why do we view boarding first as something better than boarding last?
Don't know.
Maybe because you don't have to stand in that line or be amongst the peasants in the waiting room area. And if you're first class, you can start getting your champagne on, your comfortable seats.
That's another thing. With first class, you want to board first because you get pre-flight drinks.
That's good. That makes sense.
Which is something that I got to participate in. Not actual
Lucky
first class,
bastard.
but pre-flight drink I got on my last trip to New York. And I got to say, it felt pretty damn special.
Because I would think that if I was first class, the dream would be they would go, Mr. Wasson, other first class flyers, the plane has now been boarded and the pilot's ready to go. If you would assume your seats, we'll be ready to push back. And then I go, all right. And then I just saunter onto the plane, sit down, buckle up, get ready, and then boom, we go out of there. I don't have to sit on the plane for 25 minutes or something until we're going. That seems more first class to me. But
So this upcoming Ireland trip that I have, they have those.
Are you first class?
No.
Oh.
Can I tell you, though? I mean, if I only had $4,000 more, I would do it because they have the beds. They have the little private rooms from Boston to Ireland flight. And I think, the option is there for me to do
heads
it.
up. When I was in London ready to fly back to Orlando, and I think this happens pretty frequently, they said, we have 4 first-class upgrades, and it was only like $500 to do the upgrade.
Really?
Yeah, if they don't sell them beforehand, they just kind of announce it before you're about to go. And I know $500 sounds like a lot, but that's a really long flight. So the first-class benefits, it's not like a 2-hour first-class flight. It's like, a 7-8 hour flight. And if you get more leg room or other benefits for that time, that makes it a little more pleasant, the experience, I guess. So, yeah, I think sometimes they'll announce that. I don't know if you have to ask or if they generally just say it because they said it.
No problem.
It's worth it. Yeah, definitely worth doing those things. So many people don't do that, including myself. I'm very, very bad at this. I've told the story about my friend in Chicago who used to fly around everywhere. And what he would do was when he got to the hotel, he would ask a question I never asked in my life. And he said, are there any suites open for an upgrade? And they'd be like in Vegas or something. They'd go, yeah, actually, nobody's renting the presidential suite tonight. We'll give it to you for this ridiculously cheap amount of money extra. And you go, hell yeah, let's do this. And people just don't ask enough. And I don't either, but should get better about that. All right, when we come back, a teenager was offered a ride that he should have never taken, but he took it anyway. Who was the person behind the wheel? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
Holiday magic.
is just minutes away, and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. They specialize in one-of-a-kind custom-designed jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Seeing even more of a slowdown now on I-4 eastbound. This is right around State Road 535 with a minor crash blocking the left shoulder with a couple of vehicles, a trooper and a road ranger there. US 192 westbound before Old Vineland Road still has that left turn lane blocked in that location. And Florida Turnpike southbound after State Road 50 right around mile marker 270 has the shoulder blocked there. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by The Mark Moss Show.
The dark secrets hidden inside the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals that you need to know and understand. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. Listen to The Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight?
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow. Guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Riding season is here. Orlando Harley-Davidson has an action-packed events calendar and the largest new and pre-owned inventory in the state of Florida. From the highly sought-after ST lineup to the 2023 CVOs. Orlando Harley-Davidson has a huge selection of both new and used motorcycles. Make Orlando Harley-Davidson part of your Biketoberfest plans and join the fun at Hogtoberfest. Hogtoberfest coming October 19th through 22nd at Orlando Harley-Davidson. Visit OrlandoHarley.com for the full list of motorcycle inventory and event details.
You wouldn't believe the week I've had. I've searched the summer villa and the weekend castle, but I can't seem to find my platinum opera glasses anywhere.
There's minor inconveniences. I myself have been overseeing the new addition to my dog's mansion. His spa wasn't spacious enough.
Truly, I can't even fathom such a thing. By the way, how did you come into such wealth?
My grandfather invented those tiny plastic tables in the center of pizza boxes. What about you?
Me? Oh, I sold my car to Algo.
Selling your car to Algo might not get you tiny tables and pizza box money, but it is the easiest way to get the most money for your car. We give you a guaranteed offer in minutes. Verify the condition of your vehicle with a quick phone call, and boom, the money is yours. Active car loan, we will still buy your car. And the best part is, we handle all the paperwork. It's simple. If you don't want the most money for your car, don't sell your car to Algo. And definitely don't visit algonation.com.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mentry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. Anywhere from when we have a live event, there be customer events ahead of that. We will do sound check parties so that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without the relationship iHeart has with the artists, with venues to create these really exclusive events, festivals that iHeart puts on, gives Capital One the ability to create those moments. People are passionate about their favorite artists, and so we try to tap into that together.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local, every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
No, I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The 44th Charity Golf Tournament for the Russell Home for Atypical Children is on.
Saturday, October 21st at Hawks Landing Golf Club at the Orlando Marriott World Center.
Sign up at russellhomecharityGolf.org.
That's russellhomecharityGolf.org.
The Russell Home thanks you.
We're all looking for the recipe for success. Maybe what you really need is the recipe for fresh. Luckily, that's easy to get.
Just go to freshfromflorida.com. There you'll find all kinds of recipes that use in-season and locally grown Florida produce. Visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
Bank of America is the proud employer of over 210,000 teammates who go above and beyond to support their clients' financial goals. Like Bruno, a Better Money Habits volunteer champion who helps debt feel less scary by giving clients tips and tools to tackle it little by little. For all your financial goals, we're here to listen and help. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/about. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
No payments until 2024 with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Real Radio 104.1.
For hanging out with us today. We appreciate you. Thanks for listening to the show. And if you miss any, you can always subscribe to the podcast for free over at thenewsjunkie.com. And I saw this story, and it's one of those hell hath no fury like a scorned woman kind of stories. And this woman came forward to the New York Post to share her story about something that happened 15 years ago. And she said she was at a comedy show, and she's hanging out, just enjoying her life. And one of her friends accidentally knocks a drink over.
Oh, been there.
And the drink spills on this guy's lap, Sabrina, and makes like a little bit of a mess. And the guy, instead of being understanding and being like, okay, you know, I get it, mistakes happen, the guy freaked out and said, "You're a stupid fat bitch."
Jesus,
and
man.
started screaming at these people and spit on this woman's friend. And
wow.
The woman said, "That's assault. You're disgusting. You're trash." And then he calls her an ugly bitch too. Right. So she goes, "We move on with our night. We don't move on with our lives," she says. And her admission has like millions and millions of views on social media right now as it spreads around. So you might see this.
Story, y'all see this?
So that was 15 years ago. And she said she took it upon herself to enact a long, painful revenge on this man.
Oh, tell me more.
And the first thing she said she started doing was she found his Facebook page.
How?
And she located his Facebook page. I don't know how she did it, but she found him. And she said she saw all of the shows that he was interested in. Like he was a big fan of The Walking Dead and Breaking Bad and several other shows. And so each week she would find the spoilers for these shows and message him on Facebook the spoilers for all of his favorite shows.
Such a bitch move.
And then, like, he would block her account, and then next week she would just create another one so that she could spoil this guy's favorite TV shows. And she said she did that for years and years and years. Then she said somehow she looks over in her political science class at college, and this guy's in her political science class. And she said the guy's still obnoxious, still terrible, but he's doing a presentation one day in front of the class, and she sees in one of the tabs on his computer his Reddit username. And so that's helpful for this. And she said for a while, she started sending him messages on Reddit, spoiling all the TV shows she was spoiling for him all that time. And on it goes. And then she said she saw him post on Facebook that he was engaged and that he was happy and he's going to get married and he's ready for the next phase of his life. So she goes back to his Reddit and finds all the worst things that he's posted on reddit.com over the life of his account and all of the different things that he had said on, you know, the different subreddits and et cetera, et cetera. She pieced together like an email and sent it to the fiance. And the fiance was so disgusted by what this guy did on Reddit, she called off the wedding.
Man.
Get married. So for 15 years, she's like, you want to call me names? You want to spit on me? Revenge never ends. And she went after this guy for all of this time.
I ain't mad about it. That's for sure.
Linda Solly Hurd is her name. You might see her telling her story over on TikTok or some other platforms.
After a while, though, like, it's kind of funny that she was ruining his favorite shows on Facebook and stuff. But, like, say you were in a relationship with this woman and you found out that she was, like, doing this and, like, ruining his relationships and stuff just because he called her some names and spit on her, which is totally terrible. And, you know, obviously he deserves some blowback from that. But, like, say you start a relationship with this person and you realize they have a significant portion of their life dedicated to making this guy's life a living hell. Two things come to mind. A, why the lifelong obsession with this dude? And B, what if I wrong you? What do you
Get ready.
Take that as a warning.
To me? I think these I think it's funny, some of the things she's done, but I think overall the story is a gigantic red flag.
Well, let's put it on you. What if you found out that your wife, C-Lane, had all this time been doing exactly this to somebody who was really, really mean to her one time? Would it affect you in that way? Or would you just be like, you know, good for you?
Or are you teaming up? You know, maybe he wakes up with his morning coffee and is like, I just found some more dirt on what's-his-face, the spitter.
The two of you together would be a really strong trolling team.
A force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, both our powers combined kind of situation.
My wife has learned so much from me, and I'm so proud of her when she she looks up stuff and gets all the kind of information on people.
Yeah.
It's very impressive. I did it the other day because a friend of mine across
too
the
much
street,
out there.
There's cops everywhere. News crew shows up, and I'm like, send me a picture of the house. And within 10 minutes, I had who lived there, the previous owner, what had gone on, and their minds were blown.
Have you seen the chick on TikTok that does this?
Oh, yeah, where they come and they're like, there's
she's so good.
No way you can find me. And then within 30 seconds of her TikTok clip, she has found that person. Their first
What
and
is
last
it?
name.
Is it from a comment or from... Okay, so they just leave a comment and go, you can't find me, and she tracks them down through the internet.
She finds a
God, that's
way.
weird. You know, one of the nosiest things that I do that I've thought of apps for it and everything, like to make my nosy life a little better. When we go for walks, Courtney and I, if we see like a really nice house, I always want to look up the house and see like photos of the inside of the house and see how much the house costs. And I just want to see all of those things. I'm just interested.
You absolute hypocrite.
Why?
Oh, I'm excited for this. Everyone. Lean in.
You go.
It's his last day. He's ready to fire off.
You take walks and then you want to see inside people's houses, so you look it up.
What's wrong with that?
Can I look up your house and see inside it?
You've already done that.
No. Can I look up your house and see pictures of the inside? Can I go on Google Maps and look at a photo of your house?
Oh, you blurred your house?
I blurred my house on Google Maps, yes. You know why? Because people who listen to the show keep sending me photographs of my house and like, I know where you live and like all kinds of weird stuff like that. And so I don't want to make it any easier for these people. And
furthermore,
I'm not saying anything else on the topic, but
remember when we first started the show? I think it was like the first month or two. I got a picture of the front of my little studio apartment, and and it was like, fire the alarm. Is this what it's like? I'm going to be stalked for the rest of my career. And then it went away rather quickly, mostly because the tree came through the roof and I had to move.
Do you miss it? Or do
I miss people stalking me? Absolutely not.
No
way.
See, the thing that I thought of, I was like, it would be a great app. You guys have heard of like Redfin and Zillow, I guess, is a really big one for houses. I was like, somebody should make an app that goes with the Apple Watch. And each house that you walk by, it flashes up like the info and how much the house is worth.
Oh my gosh, Ashley,
I love it.
I mean, we were driving to to Costco the other day, and Ashley does that. Ooh, that's a nice house. Straight to Trulia or Zillow or whatever app she's got, and I was like, your app probably just going to tell you, keep dreaming.
It's fun to look at that stuff, though. I like it. Like there's a house like about 1.5 miles from ours, which at first when I looked at this house, I said, what is this monstrosity? This thing is weird looking. And then I like slowly sort of started falling in love with the house because it's a monstrosity and it's like, it looks like a lair for a bad guy. And I was like, I must have this house.
Is it all black exterior?
Yes. You know what I'm talking about? The big giant, like it's like a block of a house.
It sticks out like a sore thumb in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's huge. And it like, it looks like,
I'll let you know.
It looks like something out of Despicable Me, and it was brand new. And I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh, I want this house."
Wait, are you trying to look for a new house?
No. I wouldn't get out of this house for probably a long while.
Realize
I love my house.
If you got the Minion layer, that we would be neighbors.
Yeah, that's pretty close to you, isn't it?
A little too close. No, thank you.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll just be in my Minion lair the whole time. My God.
Banana.
If you could find
you
that
can
house,
move next to me. I don't mind living by you, Sean. It's fine.
Show C Lane that house because it is. At first, I was like, "Oh God," and then I just started kind of like, "Oh, I really like this." I'm not going anywhere though. Okay, we're gonna go to some of your dispatches now. How about that? Oh, I teased this story, so let me get to this. Watch who you get in the car with, friends. They're not always who they say they are. This is a strange one. They say a teen was sexually assaulted after accepting a ride from a woman who claimed to be his substitute teacher. The Chicago Police Department is seeking information after a 15-year-old boy was sexually assaulted when a woman claimed to be his substitute teacher and wanted to drive him to school. They said the woman picked him up from the bus stop. It was about 7:15 a.m., and the teen told the woman he was a student at Corlois High School, and she said, I'll take you to the school. I'm your substitute teacher today. According to the police, the woman drove the teen to school where she allegedly made multiple sexual comments, advances, and attempted to unzip the teen's pants. The 15-year-old swatted the woman's hand away. The woman again attempted to unzip the teen's pants. The teen pants.
These are 15-year-old pants.
They said the woman then dropped the 15-year-old off at the high school. The teen told police the woman continued driving into another direction without going into the school. They don't know exactly who this lady was, but she was in a Mercedes-Benz, and I guess she was really excited. But watch who you get in the car with, friends. Be careful out there. All right, let's go to you. Here we go. Let's see what's going on where you are. Here's Debs with a dispatch, and you could leave yours over at thenewsjunkie.com right now.
Sean, C-Lane, Sabrina.
Hello.
Look up HomeSnap.
HomeSnap?
If you want to see what houses are worth.
HomeSnap.
I've never heard of that before. I just use Redfin. I mean, it just seems easy enough to me to look at that. And then they have all the photographs of the inside of the house, and you can start stalking them. Some of them even have that thing where you can like do a 3D tour of the home where you like virtually walk around from room to room, and I like doing that too. I mean, I could see there being a case.
Whoa.
This would be like, what are you looking at?
Corey
the
just sent me the house.
Oh,
Okay.
did she?
God, I've been walking around the streets view trying to find the damn thing.
Take a little virtual stroll through the neighborhood.
I'm exhausted.
It's a big monstrosity of a house, but something about it draws me in, and I think it's because it's such a force in the street that it's on. It's like it really sticks out. Like all the other people just look up to that house
Oh
and
yeah,
stare
some of
at
the
it.
neighbors hate it.
I'm sure
the ones
they
that
do.
have spent millions of dollars trying to make their houses look very nice for the neighborhood, and it's a very nice house, mind you, but it does not go like one of the things doesn't look like the rest of the others, and it's that house.
No, it stands out. It's like every other house is one of the little green houses in the Monopoly game, and that one's one of the hotels. That's the comparison there. Here is Chaos talking about the revenge story.
What's up, News Junkies? Happy today.
You too.
All right, this revenge story sounds like the biggest load of crap I've ever heard. I'm sorry. There's way too many coincidences lining up, way too much.
You don't believe?
It sounds so fake for attention on Reddit or wherever this was posted. That's all this sounds like, is somebody that's seeking attention.
I don't know.
For people to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe it. Oh my God, I can't believe it. You did that? Oh my God.
You go.
It sounds so fake.
He's mad.
Like, Jesus.
I like this
People
guy.
really need this much attention in life. Go hug a tree.
All right.
Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Who is that?
Chaos.
Chaos. You need to subscribe to a group on Facebook called "Of All the Things That Happened, That Happened the Least," and it's all just a collection. I almost posted there the other day because I saw some ad that I was like, "This is BS," but it's all stuff that they're like, "Oh, the craziest thing happened to me," and you're like, "Nah,
that did not happen."
No.
I'm a PC says hypocrite Sean strikes again.
Sean's the biggest hypocrite. For years, people have been trying to map out his house from the views of the cameras, and he wants to view everybody else's house. How is that not hypocritical?
Okay.
He also has
Is that not
trash
what Celine
pancake
just said?
opinions.
Let me get this straight. I'm hypocritical because I won't let listeners of this show map out the inside of my house so that you can do what? I mean,
did he stutter, Sean? Absolutely.
It's like a SEAL Team 6 raid on the way. Is that what we're getting prepared for here?
At least
Please.
you have your little baseball bat.
I don't. I need more weapons. I need more weaponry.
Grab a butter knife.
Some of these people are crazy. I don't want you any closer to my house than you are right now. Had somebody come up to me yesterday on a motorcycle. And,
whoa, you okay?
No, the guy was so nice. He was on a dirt bike, Sabrina.
Oh.
And he's like, "Hey, man, love the show." And he goes, "I'm watching you right now."
While on the dirt bike.
He had a bracket on his handlebars, and he had his phone horizontal. He was watching the YouTube show from the day.
That is dangerous.
And I go, "All right, man, thank you." And then he said, "Hey, pick me for Fritz on the street." Yeah. And I said, "You know what? I will, sir." So thanks to that guy who's out there listening today. That was nice of you. Okay, quick break.
You're going to
hear
forget
from
on
you
Wednesday.
No,
gonna forget.
man, I might. I hope I don't. You could join us on the show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. In fact, let's work in just a couple of more because we've got some time. Here's
more.
Sweet Thai chili with a dispatch.
Whenever I have to fly an open seating flight like a Southwest or something like that where there is no first class, I want to be the last person to board because if there's open seats on the plane, you can pick where you want to sit. If it's a very full flight and there's only a few seats left, at least I get to pick who I'm going to sit next to instead of having to sit in my seat and hope the biggest, smelliest people don't try and sit next to me and pick me to be their travel partner. That's just my thought. You may get off the plane a little bit slower, but I'm rather be comfortable while I'm flying.
You're not going to be comfortable at all, though, because you're going to get a middle seat at best. You're going to end up with a middle seat, like somewhere in the back of the plane. And you'll probably be the stinky fat guy. The other people will be thinking about you saying that. You don't want any of this. These are bad strategies, right? This is just, what you got to do is you got to go in and you take your seat. And if there's just the two of you, like for me, if there's me and Courtney, we're sitting down, when the people are coming down the aisle scoping out seats, you have to be really eager for them to take the seat, like patting the seat, you know, so like he's like, "You sit right here, you can sit right here." Be very eager. And then the people are like, "Why does this weirdo want me to sit there so bad? I definitely don't want him talking my ear off the whole time." And then boom, you get a free seat next to you for the entire flight. That's the strategy that works, or at least it's worked for me. Or people just don't want to sit next to me. It's one of those things. I'm not sure which.
I know that I'm probably the person who's not desirable to sit next to on a plane.
Well, you're a very tall man.
And I'm also quite wide at the moment. So for me, it's just like you just kind of accept it and you see whoever you're sitting next to, and I go, "Well, good luck." Good luck to you.
I'm a farter.
Buckle up.
Probably going to snore.
All right, we are going to take a quick break, and then we're going to go to you and see what you have on your mind. You can join us with one of those dispatches that we've been talking about. And when we return, we'll talk about coffee badging. Try to see if you could think of what that means.
Coffee badging?
Nope, no, that's totally
a whole
different thing.
Different kind of thing.
Yep, this is coffee badging with a
God.
B.
God.
Coffee badging.
It's when you check into Starbucks on Foursquare.
Maybe.
Ceiling.
Could be. We'll have to figure it out.
That's what you're going to miss for 2 weeks, guys. That's what you're going to be lacking.
Foursquare hasn't been talked about in years.
It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Check out our new Threads at Real Radio 104.1 on Threads. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Heavy stop-and-go traffic on I-4 eastbound before Osceola Parkway to past State Road 536. Still working a minor crash now in Orange County, I-4 eastbound right around State Road 535. Police activity still blocking the right median and shoulder area, I-4 westbound before Michigan Street. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. If you're like many people, you may think custom blinds is a job for expensive professionals. Well, at Blindster, if you have a tape measure and a screwdriver, you can install our custom blinds and save big. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
Let me tell you, one of my favorite things about That Mortgage Guy Don from ThatMortgageGuyDon.com is the fact that I can hear him every single weekend right here on Real Radio 104.1. That's right, Don and his crew, they're answering your questions live on the air on the Home Loans Radio Show. And if you're busy on Saturday mornings, that's okay. You can listen to all the informative episodes right there on his website, ThatMortgageGuyDon.com, or, of course, wherever you download podcasts. Just search the Home Loans Radio Show with That Mortgage Guy Don. Don, he's pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business. He's explaining the real mortgage process to you because he wants you to know how it works. When it comes to shopping for a mortgage, it could be confusing and complicated, but he's going to make this process easy. And you see that immediately when you go to the website, ThatMortgageGuyDon.com, chock full of information for you, guides on how to get pre-approved, reliable mortgage information, and of course, direct access to the expert himself. Plain and simple, no spam, no hassle, just peace of mind.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Now you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Morgan & Morgan is not only America's largest injury law firm, we're also the only injury law firm in the world with lawyers licensed in all 50 states. With dedicated attorneys focused on personal injury, medical malpractice, insurance disputes, car crashes, employee rights, and many others, we have a 30-year track record of getting results for clients just like you. So wherever you are, whatever you need, our firm is ready to take your call. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40-TODAY. Get it done today with Plumbing Today.
For 60 years, our team of trusted, reliable plumbers has been here to help you with all your plumbing needs. Right now, unclogging any drain is $93 or it's free. That's $93 or free.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40-TODAY. Get it done today with Plumbing Today.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Support Pink at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. For breast cancer awareness, we're donating $25 for every new Nissan sold this month. Plus, buy today and pay 6 months later. And 0% APR financing is here for a limited time. At Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Here's the easiest puzzle in the world. Where can you get a daily dose of fun, audio-friendly puzzles? The solution is obvious. The Puzzler Podcast with AJ Jacobs. Listen to The Puzzler on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
If your property has been damaged in a storm, call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. And take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Identity theft shows no signs of slowing down. In fact, more than $29 billion were stolen last year alone. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call for everyone else. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock makes it easy to help protect yourself if you become a victim. A dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. Join now and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code at LifeLock.com, promo code Clay.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app? Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts.
Free playlists.
Free contests.
Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
No payments until 2024 with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
We'll get to your dispatches in just a moment. Make them great for the weekend, friend. We want to make sure you're getting the best dispatches possible, and hopefully we see that in just a moment. Did you see the estimated mortgage on that place I was talking about that I was like, I want to buy this one?
Woof.
I saw the price, maybe not the estimated mortgage.
The estimated mortgage is $16,000 a month. So that's not bad. Mortgage payment is $16,000 a month for that particular spot, but it is very, very nice. I did want to get to this. There's a woman who is now suing Chick-fil-A, and it's because she went to this Chick-fil-A a while back in January of 2020, and they said she's suing them after eating a black chicken nugget that came in her order. She said after buying chicken nuggets from the restaurant, she returned home and began eating them when she noticed the meat was black in color. I would stop maybe at that point, maybe not eat the black chicken nuggets. After eating them, she became violently ill, was nauseated, and vomited until she had no strength left to do so. She had cramping, nausea, diarrhea, and sustained great injury to her mouth, throat, stomach, and digestive system.
Ew.
She had to be taken to a hospital and was diagnosed with gastrointestinal illnesses, and she's suing the business for negligence. And she's seeking over $50,000 in damages due to her illness.
Man, $50,000 seems a little low.
Yeah, I feel like she should shoot for. Well, but it's. I think they just say over $50,000. Like they say, seeking a payment more than $50,000, which could mean she's trying to get like $10 million. Who knows? Alicia says so. She kept eating them. That would be the very concerning thing, If I was eating chicken nuggets and I saw a couple of them were black, I might go, let's put those down right now. Let's not eat those and walk away. But, people will do all kinds of weird stuff for this. There's the famous story of the woman, I think it was a couple, but they went into Wendy's and then they said, oh, my God, there's a finger in my chili. And Wendy's started fighting them and said, no, we did not serve you your chili with a finger in it. And there was this
that was
massive
yesterday's special.
It was a massive investigation as a result of this. And they found out that like they knew somebody who had their finger amputated, and they had the person give them the finger, and then they went to the Chili's and put the finger in the Chili's and like
Wendy's.
Wendy's and the chili at Wendy's, and they ended up planting it in there, and the whole thing was fake. So who knows? You never know. People see dollar signs when they see these very, very big, giant companies, and they'll go against them. But maybe she got black chicken nuggets. It could have happened. Stoned Assassin says, here comes Sean effing up lunchtime again. Hey, it's not my fault you're eating right now. That's on you. And at least you don't have any black chicken nuggets. You got that going on.
What's wrong about nuggets?
Coffee badging
You know what? I have been fighting that.
Just pushing
And it's only
it
because
down.
we're sick in the head.
Pushing it down. Coffee badging is now the new thing.
I'm still hearing the other word for some reason.
And badging with a B. And the interesting thing about this was I saw somebody
When
advertising.
you watch the Badgers play, what do you just hear? A whole different team?
You better believe it.
Here's what's going on here, because I saw somebody advertising that they would do this for people, and they requested some money. So you have all these big companies like Apple, for instance, and Apple is saying, I want everybody to get back in the office. We want all the employees to be back in the office. You have to mandatory, we have a mandatory,
requirement
goal. No, mandatory goal of getting everybody in the office for 20 hours a week, right? And so people are like, I don't want to go back. So what coffee badging is one of the other employees says, hey, if you pay me $200 a week, give me your badge for work, and I'll scan you into the office. And then at the end of work, at the end of the day, I'll scan you out. And they'll think that you were actually in the office.
That works?
At your desk. If it's a big enough company, I guess it's been able to work. And then you get the hours as if you're in the workplace now. And so there was a story about one person who worked at Apple, and they had like 8 other people whose badges they would like check in and out each day. So
never
the people
got caught?
Never got caught. Well, at least not as of the time that the article was written. And also beyond that, they said one of the people had moved out of the state. So they didn't even live in California anymore, since they thought they would be able to work from home indefinitely. And they bought like a house and everything in Arizona. And so they couldn't just go to the office. It wasn't possible for them. So they paid this person a fee to do this coffee badging where you check people in and out. It says, this is one trick employees are using to protest the end of remote work flexibility and hybrid schedules. This new
That's right.
workplace,
Stick it to them.
the new workplace trend involves an employee showing up at the office in the morning, maybe grabbing a cup of coffee in their case, openly schmoozing with their coworkers for a little while, and then slipping out to work remotely for the rest of the day. So,
Oh, you're the new guy. What's up?
The coffee badging part is more like you go there, you say hello to everybody, they see that you're there, and then you go back home and work from home for the rest of the day. Just go in and get your coffee with your badge, hence coffee badging. Bam! That's how it works. We're going to hear what's on the next episode in just a moment. First, though, let's work through a couple of dispatches and see what you got going on. Here is Sean's Massive Hands with a dispatch. Hello?
This lady has a total hate crush on the guy who insulted her and her friend.
A hate crush?
You can't tell me that spending the time to not only find out the dumb crap that this guy's into, but to spoil every single movie, show, etc., isn't some kind of an emotional connection. Is hate crush a thing?
I don't know. I mean, it could be. I think this woman just felt wronged. And it's sort of like a John Wick or The Equalizer with Denzel Washington type of thing, where somebody's wronged you and you got to right those wrongs. And if that takes 15 years of spoiling their television shows, if that takes breaking up their engagement so they don't get to get married, small victories, you add them up. The only problem here's the only problem I see with this. The guy clearly is crazy and a little bit prone to violence and will be mean. So if he snaps at some point and says, enough's enough, he might try to go back after her. That could get dangerous if it escalates from there. All right, when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Another day, another week, and another Taylor Swift headline. And this one is how many Americans actually love her. Britney Spears' bombshells continue to drop. The latest is the celebrity rebound after Justin and their 2-week Bangorama Fest. Plus, if you thought Ticketmaster's fees were scary, I now have a list of the most haunted concert venues. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Friday weather forecast update for Central Florida as we approach midday. Warm highs in the low 80s today. Another gorgeous one, keeping it dry. Breezy west winds for the afternoon at 10 to 15. Cool and clear tonight, mid-60s. On our Saturday and Sunday, warm mid-80s for highs, dry conditions with plenty of sunshine. Enjoy, and don't forget that sunblock. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing and the movies.
Everything that we are doing is incredibly data-driven. We are getting signals in every single day about how specific audiences are performing. So although we're marketing at a very broad scale, and that does include specific local markets, that's really the beauty of iHeart's network. You're not serving the same message to a consumer in Nashville necessarily that you may be in New York. You have the ability to be very specific and very personalized, but at a tremendous scale.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Riding season is here. Orlando Harley-Davidson has an action-packed events calendar and the largest new and pre-owned inventory in the state of Florida. From the highly sought-after ST lineup to the 2023 CVOs. Orlando Harley-Davidson has a huge selection of both new and used motorcycles. Make Orlando Harley-Davidson part of your Biketoberfest plans and join the fun at Hogtoberfest. Hogtoberfest coming October 19th through 22nd at Orlando Harley-Davidson. Visit OrlandoHarley.com for the full list of motorcycle inventory and event details.
O'Reilly. Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Premium Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines to dissipate heat and friction and reduce wear. Get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select filter for just $33.99. Limit supply. See store for details. Get Syntec only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
HOA and condo board members, it pays to have fiber. Let Blue Stream Fiber show you how fiber internet provides revenue for communities while saving up to 50% off retail rates. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/radio to find out more.
Summer road trip season doesn't have to end. With the Autio app, every drive can still feel like an adventure.
I've discovered more about my hometown through the Autio app than I ever did growing up here.
The Autio app automatically delivers captivating stories about the natural wonders and fascinating histories just beyond your car window. Plus, you can download stories to listen to offline. Rediscover America your way with Autio. Available on iOS and Android.
You shouldn't need a degree in finance to choose a checking account. That's why we made Truist One Checking. No trade-offs, no compromise, no hassle. Just the stuff you want from a bank that cares. And that means no overdraft fees, lots of practical perks, and automatic upgrades. Truist One Checking. One simple choice. Visit truist.com/one. Truist.com/ONE. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
If it was my last day. The next episode in just a moment. All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. And friends, I would encourage you to go check out the website. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. There you can send us a dispatch. You could subscribe to the podcast, or you could even check out Secret Shows, a new uncensored secret show posting today. And if you use the promo code 1 week when you're signing up, you get a free week to start out and kick off your experience with Secret Shows. So go do that right now. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
The back door, Mom. The back door, Mom. The back door, Mom.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgagguydon.com. And, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. Refinancing, buying your first dream home that looks like it could be in the Minions movie. Then start the process today by going to thatmortgagguydon.com and working with an expert and a friend.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with That Mortgage Guy Don.com.
It was 19 years ago on this day, 2004. This guy right here.
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz is right. Point goes to Sean. And
Kicks it off with all of his hits.
It was in 2004 when he was sued for causing over $300,000 worth of water damage to a neighbor's apartment when his penthouse toilet overflowed 2 months earlier.
Oh, man.
Now, I could see perhaps tens of thousands if you catch it in time, but it's a big overflow. But from what I understand and remember of the story, they didn't, figure it out until weeks later.
Oh, it just kept going and going and going.
$300,000 of all of Lenny's poo-poos and pee-pees.
You know what? If I was the neighbor, I would be mad. But then when I found out it was Lenny Kravitz, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah,
all right,
maybe a little bit. Why not?
He's cool.
Yeah. I remember that time his penis flew out of his leather pants.
Yeah, he busted it right out of there.
whatever.
My toilet
very
is
surprising.
overfloor.
I thought you were reading that the whole time.
No,
Did
no
you say
way.
overfloor or like
Like I went Eddie Vedder style. So
you were taking flowing and then just like making it work. And
Exactly.
Then, yeah. Okay. All right.
This gal was making it work, according to all the bombshells that continue to drop.
Britney Spears.
And that new book that is coming out, when does it come out again? October 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's catch up on what we've heard this week. Justin Timberlake, when they were dating, they were both 19, and apparently she had an abortion.
Yep. And then
After-
somebody cheated on somebody, right?
That is correct. She has accused Justin Timberlake of cheating with a woman in the industry. And this is part of the memoir, Woman and Me. Now, they split due to speculation that she had cheated because, remember, Cry Me a River?
Mm-hmm.
And the music video
You
that
don't
he
have to say
implied.
what she did.
What do you mean?
I
Oh, it's
already
part
know.
of the lyric,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
My bad.
I know from him.
Now, they were first to report, being TMZ, that she and Justin had gotten pregnant when they were 19. And in the book, Britney doesn't name the person whom Justin allegedly stepped out and banged with, saying the woman now has a family Britt doesn't want to embarrass, which means the fans will connect the dots on their own. And they did. There's one Instagram that I follow. In
All
case
right.
you didn't know, no I, it's just N, in case you didn't know. And they are saying it's actually this gal that Justin cheated on Britney with.
All right.
The Queen.
Oh, Beyonce?
They're saying it's Beyonce.
No way.
I don't believe it for a second.
No shot. I don't see that happening.
But yeah, the reason why Britney is not mentioning the other woman that Justin got caught creeping with has nothing to do with her having a family. It's because it was Beyonce. You're welcome, says the caption. If you're on the blog, you know that story. Get on the blog. Britney doesn't want that Giselle stuff.
You see the other thing that they're doing now that she this story about the abortion has leaked out. They're revisiting like the music video for Every Time and the lyrics, and they're like, it wasn't about Justin, it was about the baby.
Oh, wow.
She just made a statement that has nothing to do with that aborted baby, but who knows? I'm actually going to buy the book.
You know
and
what I
read it.
heard? I heard that the book was accidentally released early in Mexico. That's how they're getting all this info.
Please, before you have a baby, can you find me that?
Pirate the book.
Can you pirate? Is that a thing? Is there a separate group of
You
book
can
pirates?
100% pirate books.
You know what was wild? When I think it was the last Harry Potter
That's
book, when
right.
it was about to come out, somebody who was working in the printing place photographed every single page of the book.
How they
and
didn't
then-
get caught? It's 800 pages. That's
I know.
insane to me.
Yeah, that's wild.
As we continue to flip through these bombshells, we did find out who the rebound from Justin Timberlake was. Did you guys see this? The pop star is detailing the steamy 2-week hookup that she had with, Colin Farrell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember people talking about this.
And I've heard some things about Mr. Colin Farrell.
Like what?
Big penis?
I know someone who banged him.
Oh, do you really?
And that's all I can legally say because
He's got a sex tape.
Do
I
we
think.
know this person?
You may have seen their work, but you don't know them personally. And once again, that is all I could say.
May have
Let
seen
Britney
that
She's
talk.
going to say more before the day's over.
Yeah,
I
she
will tell you
We're gonna
guys
get her to say
privately.
more. Okay.
Absolutely. But she visited the movie star on a set before the pair began a 2-week brawl. Brawl is the only word for it. We were all over each other, grappling so passionately, it was like we were in a street fight.
Does her name start with an A?
My friend?
Yeah.
No.
A B?
Close.
C.
A C?
No. Guys, it is...
A D?
I don't have
D?
enough time for this. Oh,
An
she got
E?
the D, that's for sure. Now, she said also in the memoir, as I had before when I felt too attached to a man, I tried to convince myself in every way that it was not a big deal, that we were just having fun, that in this case I was vulnerable because I wasn't over Justin yet. At the premiere, Farrell had told reporters that the two were not dating, but they were banging it out. You're getting a little bit closer.
F?
No, that's not it. You're colder. You guys are colder now.
We already said those
I
ones.
cannot tell you the name. Please don't let me yell like that anymore. That's
When you say work, what kind of line of work was this lady in?
Banging work.
Porn?
Anyways,
Is it the girl that you bullied?
There is a new... No, she doesn't talk to me anymore. There's a new poll out, and it says that only, and I feel like only is a loose word here, 23% of Americans, which would be a quarter of Americans.
That's a lot of people.
Love Taylor Swift.
That sounds low.
Really, though?
Well, is it like...
It's a quarter of Americans, and the other quarter love Beyonce.
But is there like people who just like her that aren't included in that? Or is this like anybody who has a positive opinion of Taylor Swift?
I would assume that's the case, that it's like, I am a Swiftie, and this
Mega
is
fans.
how I identify. And they say
that's a lot of people.
23% are members of the Bayhive, and then a mere 12% claim to be fans of both. So if we all stick together, we're going to take over half of the Americas with our
What
love.
is the percentage of people in the United States who are fans of me? Is that on the list there anywhere? Or
no, it's not. But
I didn't make the list.
we could start a poll if you want.
Probably not going to get many votes.
And you might be in the same. This is a bad segue. I think that you would get more votes than the new game featuring this character. He's big. He's hairy.
Oh, Hulk?
No. Hulk's
Harry.
not hairy.
Yeah, Hulk doesn't have any hair at all.
I mean,
big
some
and
on
hairy?
his head, yeah. And he's climbing the Empire State Building.
Oh, King Kong.
King Kong is right. And a new King Kong game is being called the worst game of 2023. So we are almost done with 2023, and they're like, forget the other ones. This is the worst by far.
What do you do? What's the game?
It's Skull Island Rise of Kong. The game was released earlier this week, and it looks as though it was released 25 years ago. If you can pull this up.
All right, let's see.
They say they have both during cutscenes and during the actual gameplay, it is the fuggliest King Kong they've ever seen in their lives.
King Kong Skull Island game?
Yeah, Skull Island Rise of Kong game. They're saying it's going massively viral for being very terrible.
Wait, is this real?
Yeah, hit it.
Hang
Celine,
on.
would you mind showing the people on the screen?
Wait. You gotta
never
give me
mind. He's
give me
watching
just
the
a second
porn.
here.
Oh,
no,
boy.
it's not. I'm not watching the porn. It's the YouTube ad blocker situation has me spinning and spinning.
Tell me one. Can
Go
I keep
ahead.
talking?
Yeah,
One
go ahead.
video posted to Twitter shares a terrible cutscene from the game that has gone massively viral. Currently has over 28 million views. In all caps, do not buy the new King Kong game. It is a complete scam.
This sucks. Look at the graphics.
Oh my gosh.
That's
really-
wild to me.
It's not good at
that
all.
They would release that. It's developed by
A first year Lightwave student?
Iguana Bee. Iguana
Wow.
Bee, a Chile-based gaming studio that has produced titles such as G.I. Joe, Operation Blackout. That's what I'm planning on doing this weekend. And Head Snatchers. Also published by Game Mill Entertainment, the company behind Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. But it looks like really crappy. Like
it looks like a student production.
Look at that. And King Kong has a terrible butt. It's too
Yeah,
tiny.
it's not great.
So, happy gaming to anyone who wants to cringe just a little bit. Or perhaps you just want to get in the season of Halloween. Now, if you are a fan of Freeform, they unveiled quite some time ago, because we are very close to Halloween itself, 31 Nights of Halloween. And every single day you had a chance to watch all your favorites. I mean, they had Zombies, Zombies 2, Encanto was considered a Halloween movie. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, Addams Family, the original 1991, Treehouse of Horror, The Simpsons Style, The Craft. But it was this movie that they played every single day.
Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Nope.
Bewitched?
3 witches.
Hocus Pocus. That's what it is.
Hocus is right. If you have not caught the first few weeks of Freeform's 31 Nights of Halloween, don't worry, you got a chance. Every single day they have played Hocus Pocus 31 times, and good for them. Or perhaps you can catch this guy in what I believe to be his first Halloween flick. Listen carefully. Chuck
Norris?
Chuck Norris is right, and this is a random Russian fan video I found. Chuck. Chuck Norris can cure a zombie by biting it, is what they're saying, because he is now starring in Zombie Plane, where Chuck plays himself. Chuck Norris plays Chuck Norris, and so will Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice is playing Vanilla Ice, and Chuck Norris be playing Chuck Norris. And in the movie, the government has trained celebrities to be undercover agents, which explains Vanilla Ice being able to kick zombie butt. There was never any doubt about Chuck, of course. Zombie Plane is the title. It also stars Australian actress Sophie Monk, and it was shot in her home country earlier this year. No word on when we will be able to watch it, but essentially Chuck Norris and Vanilla Ice will be playing themselves fighting zombies while on a plane. And I am 1,000% in. On the boob tube, my friends. I say I do it to Chuck Norris again, huh? Chuck. I love the delay. It's very fun. Third season premiere of Upload. C-Lane, that's exciting for you.
Hell yes.
I thought they canceled it. The series premiere of Surviving Paradise. This is a twist on Survivor where 12 contestants invited to a luxurious oceanside villa, and if they get kicked out of it, they have to live in the woods.
Ooh.
We also have Old Dads on Netflix, Bad Bunny hosting SNL, and the Eagles against the Dolphins. Go Dolphins! Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra, and most importantly, say it with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back this week in Florida with C-Lane, that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
Holiday magic.
is just minutes away, and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Major crash in Ormond Beach. I-95 northbound approaching US 1. 2 right lanes blocked there. Traffic back up to about mile marker 271. Still working a crash in the Orange County area. I-4 eastbound at State Road 535 blocking the left shoulder. And a crash with FHP on the scene. Alafaya Trail at McCullough Road. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa has pizza. Wawa has pizza. It's freshly made, tastes great, and you can get it late. Right now, there's a $0 delivery fee when you order Wawa Pizza at Wawa.com or on the Wawa app. Gotta have a Wawa.
Real Radio wants to provide you with a little holiday magic.
Holiday magic.
Holiday magic in the form of $1,000 13 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekly from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do it on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer your phone from a number that you most likely will not recognize when they call back the winner, because that's how you get some
Holiday magic.
This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
My friends at Mills Air have been in business since 1992 right here in Central Florida. Over 30 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier, factory authorized dealer, turn to the experts. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Whoa, what happened to my grocery store?
This is your grocery store.
No, this is
a farmer's market?
Yes.
Any grocery store is like a farmer's market when you shop Fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida brings the farmer's market to wherever you buy groceries. Look for our logo or ask for Fresh from Florida.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
When I'm on the move, there's only one move that works for me. So I'm going to Checkers. Slide me that $2.49 chicken bites and fries box. No matter where I go, I'm going to enjoy the crispy, juicy, perfectly seasoned all-white meat chicken bites. Plus a load of Checkers' famous seasoned fries, all for just $2.49. That's right, this box is always coming in clutch. Checkers is boxing up deals like you've never seen before. Whether I'm running on empty or stepping on the gas, I'm taking one for the road with Checkers. Get it delivered now.
Orlando's best comedy room is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes K. Trevor Wilson on October 20th and 21st.
Now, if you invite me to a party, I am just going to complain about a lack of chairs.
Tickets and showtimes online at theimprovorlando.com. Above all, come for the comedy. We could all use a laugh. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions. Line cook, cocktail servers, and waitstaff. Food runners, dishwashers. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Call 407-480-5233 or email for open interviews.
Fall is here, and I'm running out of year. So I'm throwing a Cartoberfest. It's the biggest car party in the world and the most fun way to buy a nice new car. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm going to liven up my sales, so I'm giving you $7,775 over appraised value for your old ride. Come to my car garden and pick out any nicer, newer car you want and get $7,775 over appraised value based on the car you choose. Get a new Mitsubishi Mirage, greenest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon for $14,900. Or look at the new Outlander, the safest, most affordable 7-passenger SUV for only $26,900. And all RC Hill Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Past credit problems are the worst, but don't feel like a wiener. I'm going to help you get approved and even lower your current car payment. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles to choose from, so don't be tardy to this car party. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Dealer retains all incentives. Vehicle purchase price affects discount.
What key is tonight going to be played in? Well, that's entirely up to you and your spirit. Over here at Wild Turkey, we're opting for something that rings true and can reverberate for ages. A little 101. Wild Turkey 101 has been pleasing crowds for decades with its iconic rich flavor. Crafted with generations of know-how and the finest ingredients. Wild Turkey. Trust your spirit. Wild Turkey Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Copyright 2023 Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise, drink responsibly.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
Everything gets better when you're a Dunkin' Rewards member. Yes, even Mondays, because every Monday of this month, you get a free medium, hot, or iced coffee with purchase. Not a member? Join on the app. Order now for a better Monday. America runs on Dunkin'. Limit 1 per member per Monday. Additional charges, exclusions, and terms may apply. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
FAS Windows and Doors is the company to use to make your house feel better and look better. You know what they can do? Get rid of those single pane aluminum frame windows and get you double insulated vinyl windows. That'll save you money, make your AC work less, make your house look better and feel better. And I tell you, man, they can do it for you fast. Their showroom, easy to find. Fairbanks and I-4. Slide in, pick out the windows that you love, have them installed by their pros, and your house will never, ever be the same. And they can even do that for you in the door as well. Book your consultation today easily at faswd.com.
At SimpliSafe, our award-winning home security has advanced sensors, HD cameras, and now this 24/7 LiveGuard protection. Only from SimpliSafe. Monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Now get 45% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
When the going gets tough, Ram trucks keep you going. Hurry in for great deals during Ram Power Days. Ram, built to serve. During Ram Power Days, current vehicle owners or lessees get $8,980 in total values on the 2023 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Don't miss this great offer. See your local Ram dealer today. Total values include combined cash allowance and $2,980 Bighorn Level B package value. Current vehicle must be registered at least 30 days prior to purchase. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery from dealer stock by 10/31.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell.
Pound law, that's all.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. WIN. That's WIN. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
This week in Florida, in just a moment, C-Lane's going to embarrass the Sunshine State.
That's right.
It's not necessarily the Sunshine State's fault, but this is just how it goes each week. We got to pay our penance. And if you miss any of the show today, please go over to thenewsjunkie.com and subscribe on iHeartRadio. After the show each day, C-Lane posts the podcast, and you'll get the alert, and you won't miss out on anything. Oh, no. As of next week, for several weeks, I will be posting the podcast after the show.
Oh, get ready for some real good descriptions.
Yeah, I like to phone those in. I like the...
This show was the greatest show ever. You thought yesterday's show was the greatest? This one definitely is.
We wouldn't have to deal with this if C-Lane wasn't abandoning us and leaving the show.
Do you even care?
That's unbelievable. You know what's crazy, C-Lane?
That he's going to be a father?
Yeah, it's Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right.
Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So 5 days.
Right.
To baby. That is pretty insane.
This is such a personal
really
question.
can't back out now, so.
It's very, very late. Okay. All right. Let's get into this.
Well, what was the personal question that Sabrina was glossing over?
I'm stopping myself.
Why? What happened?
No, do it.
Are you guys keeping the placenta?
No.
Oh. Do you want to give some to Sean? He's been interested.
I'm not eating the placenta,
You don't want a placenta smoothie?
No, that's just too weird.
What if you start talking like him after that?
That would be very weird. We're going to get into this instead.
What if I made you guys some ice cream, with
placenta ice cream?
No, just human milk ice cream.
No, I'd try it. I'd do a scoop.
Yeah, I mean...
Sample size like Cold Stone.
You only get so many opportunities in life, so I'd maybe try that
get one
too.
of those Ninja Creamies and
Ninja Creamy.
All right, here we go. Let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
Oh, that's right. The weekend's here. It's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State, see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. This Week in Florida, brought to you by MoDeWitt. Just call Mo.com, 866-CALL MOE. And we start with the Miami Dolphins. And I know that I think Monday you guys had a story about the celebrations in the NFL.
There was a big old fine for it because he grabbed someone else's cell phone or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot exactly what they did, but one of the players got in trouble.
Well, the Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill, who is no stranger to fines, he's been fined multiple times this season for wearing the wrong socks.
What?
That's a thing?
That is a thing. And
what kind of socks are you supposed to wear?
I don't know which ones he's been wearing because it just mentions briefly that he's been fined a bunch of times for wearing the wrong socks, though he has vowed on Thursday to comply with the league's sock rules.
Oh, good.
But he's now also been fined for something he did with his hands, $10,927. It's an odd number that Tyreek Hill was fined Sunday after the win over the Giants. He repeated a habit of showing the peace sign while sprinting away from defenders to the end zone, throwing up.
I like that.
Throwing up the deuces was ruled as taunting by the NFL.
Here's a problem I have, all right? Tell me if you guys are in agreement with this. I'm okay with them finding the players, but it is insane to me that doesn't go to like a charity or something, that it just goes to the NFL. The NFL
Makes
makes
so
enough
much
money
money.
already. They're so incredibly bloated with money over there. They find their own players, and then they keep the money instead of giving that to like a charity or something.
I think they should just put the money in like an account, and then at the end of the season, each season, just throw a rager.
No,
Just
big party
just
for everybody.
Yeah. Just just do something good with the money instead of just pocketing it, I guess is what they're doing. Cognizant of the emphasis in recent years on taunting, Hill tries to be subtle with the deuces, briefly flashing them and or keeping his fingers low and not pointed in anyone's directions. On Sunday, it didn't work. He drew a flag, and then he drew a fine. But he vows he's going to start wearing the right socks. So we'll see that from Dolphins' Tyreek Hill. Over to Tampa, a man is accused of beating and strangling his wife to death in their Orlando home.
My God.
So not to Tampa, Orlando. And he's been found guilty by a jury Wednesday night.
This is the story near our house.
Is
this
it?
is the guy who walked his dog and was like, I came home and she had drowned in the bathtub, and then it was very clear that she was strangled.
Yes, but did you find out why he did that? Have you heard this?
Because of the house renovations?
Yeah, he was sentenced to life in prison nearly 5 years after murdering his wife after she refused to be a part of a home renovation reality show called Zombie House Flipping.
Right?
You know what's crazy? The guy
she's
from
a zombie now?
The guy from that show. The guy from that show is the guy who built my house.
Right. Yes, I remember this
Yeah.
full circle. And then they did. It was like CBS, or maybe it was like a 20-minute, 60-minute something. That the guy had become so obsessed with renovating his house that he just gutted the whole thing. Like he accidentally made an entire giant hole into his own house.
Oh my God!
And then
Wow.
murdered his wife.
Yeah, the couple was in process of renovating their home, which quickly turned into a money pit. Investigators said David was hoping to get on this reality show to bail out their project. Friends of Shanti told police that she was excited about possibly being on the show, but detectives believe she was upset with the project and was making plans to leave David. So that's it was kind of a really awful thing to do for just not being on a reality show, and he'll be spending some time in prison for that. Well, we know that in Central Florida, at least, it is Pride weekend. A lot of super gay fun stuff to do over the weekend, and probably, this is not a huge win, but it's a reason for some mild celebration, I would say, because the ex-Florida GOP lawmaker who sponsored the Don't Say Gay bill has been sentenced to some prison time.
Oh, wow.
my God.
A federal judge on Thursday sentenced to prison a former state legislator, who catapulted to national attention for being the sponsor of the bill that's called Don't Say Gay. Former Representative Joe Harding pled guilty in March to one count each of wire fraud, money laundering, and making false statements as part of a scheme to fraudulently obtain a $150,000 federal COVID-19 relief loan.
Him too, huh? Man, a lot of people got in on that.
And because it was a federal loan, I believe it counts as a federal crime. Even though he's serving 4 months, they're not sending him to jail. It's 4 months in prison. Judge Alan Windsor, who was appointed to the bench by former President Donald Trump, also sentenced Harding to 2 years of supervised release following his prison sentence. Court records show Harding is scheduled to surrender to authorities January 29th for his 4-month stay. Oh, I didn't send you these links. I got to get this to you, Sean, because this is actually a pretty crazy video. There's a guy that they said went full send with his Dodge Challenger, sending it into a canal, and somebody got video of the whole thing. The thing leapt up in the air and then crashed into this canal. You would think there'd be no need to say something like this, but if you're driving a car on the road, it's generally not a good idea to drive off said road, because if you do, there's a good chance that a lot of very expensive things will happen to your car. That's what happened when this driver of a Dodge Challenger in Cape Coral, Florida, appeared to be speeding. He left the road, drove through someone's yard, hit a bump, and launched his car into a canal.
Oh, hit me.
I can tell by that noise that you have seen this guy.
Yeah. Here it is right here.
Ready?
Okay, he's cruising. He's going through the bushes. Wow. And right in the drain.
Boom. That was a splash.
There was a person standing pretty close to that, too.
Yeah. And they're like, all
person
right,
on the lawn.
going to continue my walk.
Yeah,
Imagine that mind blow.
Man.
Mind
blow.
Yeah, it would be quite the mind blow. People say
I've never
mind
heard
blow.
that before.
It blows that person's mind. It's the mind blow.
Yeah,
No,
present
I
form
know.
of it. Yeah.
I've heard people saying, your mind gets blown, but I've never heard that something was a mind blow.
Well, I can't say mind F, dude. So
You can if you want. It's the last day.
I dare you.
I thought about it. Looks like all the airbags deployed, making it difficult for the driver to escape. Fortunately for him, the car didn't sink immediately because he was in. It was something that would be worried about, considering he was in a Dodge and not a Porsche. It served briefly as a boat, giving the driver time to escape to safety with little time to spare.
God, I have never thought about that until right now. If you get into an accident where you drive into a body of water and all the airbags go off, it could kind of be dangerous because you get trapped behind all that stuff.
I think airbags are pretty. They don't stay inflated.
Okay, I didn't know that because in the movies they always stay deflated. But do you think they go open and then it lets the air out right afterwards?
Yeah,
that would make
pretty
more
sure.
sense.
When I say to you that somebody was arrested for child pornography, what do you immediately picture in your head? What kind of person?
A sicko, and they are old.
They look like an oblong.
They look
somebody
neck beard, maybe of some sort.
Yeah.
What is the gender of that person?
That's a man.
Oh, it's a dude.
Almost definitely you would be picturing a dude in your head. That's not the case in Longwood. Detectives did not expect, by the way, to crack this child pornography case because what they were investigating was a drive-by shooting that happened in August. And Anave Lalwani was the suspected shooter in that case, according to detectives. Her car and her iPhone were taken into evidence shortly after the crime in August. Detectives say on October 4th, Lalwani contacted them to get her iPhone back. If you look up her mugshot, Sean, her last name is Lalwani. She mentioned she had some files on her phone that are illegal to possess, and she wanted to use those files in a civil process with someone else in her life. So she basically ratted herself out.
Wow.
My God. What an idiot. Yeah, this is not who I would. I'm going to be honest with you. This is not who I would picture when I heard that there was somebody. With
She
that
looks
kind of
like
stuff.
a child.
Yeah, she looks very young. She's 20 years old.
No, so was she flipping the child porn?
I don't. She said she wanted to use them in a civil process. She didn't. They don't describe what that was. Like she was going to sue somebody for them or about them. And Corporal Michael Lorman Michael Lorman Hathcock said, that's unlawful. You can't do that. And it would have been better if she had just contacted law enforcement. They could have conducted an investigation into the matter.
What's the guy's last name?
Hathcock.
Oh, okay.
His brother, Fool, not available?
Or, just so you know that he possesses. Anyway, the files turned out to be child porn, and she's facing now more than 24 charges involving possessing and disseminating child porn. She's also facing a charge for firing a gun at a home on Lorman Circle. That was the drive-by that they were investigating in the first place. The photos and pictures found in the phone, the investigation is ongoing. It says a girl is seen having sex with an adult male in one of them. Detectives also believe they know who the man is, and they're looking into that. Wow. So there could be even more charges. So I think it almost sounds like she was trying to blackmail somebody with these files.
Interesting.
And they said, by the way, you're in possession of them, which is also illegal. So she ended up, I don't think she thought she was getting charged with this.
Mm-hmm.
In Pembroke Pines, they always say not to engage with the robbers. And let
them have it.
This person definitely broke that rule because they say a GameStop clerk who police say fatally shot a fleeing shoplifter has been charged with manslaughter.
Why?
They were stealing Pokemon cards.
Oh my God! And they just shot them.
Oh, right.
Derek Guerrero,
let him go.
33 years old, was working at the video game retailer store in suburban Fort Lauderdale in a strip mall Tuesday night when a man grabbed 5 boxes of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Ultra Premium trading cards and ran towards the door. The cards retail for $120 a box. And so they said that he pulled a handgun from his waistband, fired one shot, hitting the man in the side. The shoplifter dropped the cards, ran outside, and died 3 hours later at the hospital. But because the man was not threatening the person, he was actually just trying to leave with the stolen cards, the clerk has been charged with manslaughter. In Monroe County, where every other crime has been solved, a man was nabbed after he was found in possession of an undersized fish. According to
Bad boy.
Jose Angeles Andres Montero Bravo was spotted by a deputy fishing. The 57-year-old man from Homestead was in possession of a yellowtail snapper that was 4 inches in length. The required length to keep those is 12. So he was given a mandatory notice to appear. And last but not least, you got to see this as the second link that I showed you because you got to give the man credit for trying. Lakeland man hides in drawers and used a whiteboard to attempt to evade deputies. He wrote on the whiteboard, "Johnny Yates does not live here."
And not is underlined at what I'm looking at here. So
that's what he did.
Idiot.
So just I don't live here, so you guys could just go on your way. Deputies didn't think so. The sheriff's office said they saw a person leaving the home who said Johnny was inside with a bunch of other people. They used canines to search the home and found Yates hiding in a modified chest of drawers. He told deputies he ate methamphetamine and blue pills after his arrest. That's it.
So he had a boner?
It just says blue pills, so I don't know if it was those blue pills. But it was worth the shot with the whiteboard thing, and that's why you were the winner for this week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lang. Quick break. Back in a moment with you and your dispatches. Our friend Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm is going to be joining us in just a moment as well. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
All lanes open now on that earlier serious incident on I-95 northbound approaching US 1. All lanes are open, but still a pretty big backup right now due to an earlier crash there. Slow going Osceola right now, I-4 eastbound before Osceola Parkway 2 after State Road 535. And still working. A minor crash now with FHP on the scene. McCoy Road at South Conway Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Dell Technologies and Intel are pushing what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
Now, you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight.
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow. Guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
For 60 years, our team of expert electricians has been here to help you with all your energy needs. So there's no need to wait or worry when it comes to your electric. Right now, get $100 off any electrical service.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
Maybe you've heard about semaglutide, the new FDA-approved drug helping people lose weight like crazy without strict dieting. But here's what you might not know. Red Mountain Weight Loss has full-strength semaglutide in their newest medication called Revelex. It's specially formulated to give you full-strength semaglutide without side effects. So with Revelex, you'll lose up to 15 pounds a month without stomach pain or nausea. And it's not a shot. It's a tablet. So you can skip the weekly trips to the doctor's office. But here's the best part. Revelex costs about half of what you'll pay for other semaglutide medications. That's right. I said half the price. So why go anywhere else? At Red Mountain, you get no shots, no side effects, just results. And for half the price. Trust a leader in medical weight loss. Red Mountain Weight Loss has helped millions of people lose weight safely, and they can help you too. Just go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com.
Did you suffer through 2022 with a terrible bathroom? You wanted to make that call to Rebath in Mid-Florida. You just couldn't do it. Well, make 2023 the year that you finally do pick up that phone and let these guys show you what they can do. And what they can do is amazing. Take a bathroom that you hate, it's old, it's out of date, doesn't look great, doesn't really complement your home, and turn that into a magical spa-like environment that you begin or end every day in, and it makes you super happy. Here's the great thing. They do this with their employees. They do it in just 4 to 6 days, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And guys, these products are simply amazing. Natural stone, travertine marble, all those beautiful colors, but it's the quality of the products that you've got to feel when you go to the showroom. 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Stop in, feel that quality, picture that in your house. That can happen. They're exceptionally good at it. Let them design a bathroom that you are going to love using their products, your ideas, their ideas, and next thing you know, their craftsmen will have it installed and you will love it. 2023 is the year that you get a new bathroom courtesy of Rebath, midfla.com.
To everyone who appreciates a fresh meal that comes from the heart, let our team member Emma tell you what's special about the Culver's Way.
We take great tasting burgers seriously in Wisconsin. Favorite recipes, fresh ingredients, real Wisconsin cheese. It's a place where traditions matter. So of course it's where Culver's Butter Burger was born. Fresh, never frozen beef, seared to perfection, then topped with a lightly buttered toasted bun.
What can we say? To us, it's a whole lot more than a burger. It's a taste of home.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious. To everyone who craves a rich and creamy hometown treat, let our team member Nevaeh tell you how we do it at Culver's.
Every scoop of Culver's fresh frozen custard is made in small batches throughout the day. Because where we come from, the little things make a big difference. Like bringing back a seasonal favorite. Our salted caramel pumpkin concrete mixer and pumpkin spice shake are back for a limited time. Handcrafted with farm fresh dairy and real pureed pumpkin just for you. So it's the best part of your day.
And we mean the best. From
Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
New South is Florida's factory direct window company. We manufacture, install, and guarantee your windows for life. One company, one call. Our windows blend energy performance with hurricane protection. New South Window, home of your ultimate Florida window.
Going on now. Save 35% off. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
We're all looking for the recipe for success. Maybe what you really need is the recipe for fresh. Luckily, that's easy to get. Just go to freshfromflorida.com. There you'll find all kinds of recipes that use in-season and locally grown Florida produce. Visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
On the new true crime podcast, Unrestorable, dive into the heartbreaking case of a mother declared not competent to stand trial, a father seeking justice for the children he lost, and the mental health laws that could let her walk free.
We're very punitive. We have just an extraordinarily high rate of incarceration in this country and a still pretty stigmatizing view of mental illness.
Listen to Unrestorable on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
No payments until 2024 with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Win. W-I-N. That's win. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Big thanks to M. Van Buren, the latest Secret Show subscriber. Appreciate you. Thanks. A new Secret Show coming out today. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com to learn more. I loved this story because I don't know, I didn't expect it for some reason. Remember that really crappy, and it's always really crappy, video where the people were like, this is Bigfoot on the side of this mountain here.
Yes, absolutely.
it was like a million miles away. Like you couldn't really see that much. It was hard for me to even show you guys.
It kind of looked like that new King Kong video game.
Yeah, it was that. Well, even that was better, I think,
Very
maybe.
true.
But they said the recent spotting of Bigfoot in Colorado is likely just a guy in a suit, according to a Bigfoot expert.
No,
And
duh.
How can you be an expert on something that's fake?
Bigfoot experts are out there. They got TV shows and everything. And I would have thought that the Bigfoot expert would be like, oh, we'll have to further investigate the video. And he was like, no, there's a dude in a suit right there. Shannon Parker and her husband Stetson Tyler said they saw the beast during a narrow gauge train ride, and they captured this video. And as I said, it's not worth showing you. It's like a tiny little Bigfoot, but it's not, it's a person in a suit. Michael Rugg, the curator of the Bigfoot Discovery Museum in California, says it was probably just a guy in a suit. So it's kind of weird that
How
the
much
Bigfoot,
does that man make a year?
I don't
wanna
know. That's his very specific job, to be the curator of a Bigfoot museum. And Bigfoot Discovery Museum is the name of his place over there in California. But I would have figured he would have been open to this. I mean, like, maybe this is something I should bring into my museum and show everybody the video. No, he says just a guy in a suit. He's not a believer of this one. I've never seen any convincing Bigfoot footage. Never seen anything like that.
No.
It's just not for me. I believe in some other things, maybe a little bit more.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
like
know.
what?
Like, there's something in me that says, is there a chupacabra? Like,
Why that?
I
and
knew
not
it was going to be
Bigfoot?
Chupacabra.
Because some of the stuff they find in Mexico, it's like these weird animals that you can't tell what the hell it was. And maybe there's a chupacabra out there. Maybe there's just weird ass animals. It could be either one. Okay, before we get to you and your dispatches, because we love to hear from you, I got a couple of things to share. One is this story about a house in Lakeland, I guess, that is turning heads with its Halloween display. Ooh. Very spooky one. Over the last few years, a Halloween display in one neighborhood has been raising eyebrows. It's composed of 100 bald, unclothed dolls dangling from a tree in resident Kenneth Kane's front yard.
Oh, man.
Hanging or there's fishing line?
It says dangling. I don't know. I mean, I'll bring this up so we can take a peek at
Dangling
it and see if
Dolls
it really
is
is
a
that
good
way.
band name.
It is, actually, but is this, this is kind of weird that somebody would do that. Oh, I'm seeing it now. Hang on. Here's a report on this. Let's see what they say about this guy.
This looks exactly like the person who would do that.
He's kind of a weird-looking guy. Hang on. Here he is.
Totally awesome or totally creepy?
Okay, buddy.
Had a lot of people talking.
Yeah, and some neighbors, they want them taken down. News Channel 8's Polk County Bureau reporter Stacy DeSilva has the story from the Deerbrook subdivision in Lakeland.
It's a little weird.
We spoke to the man behind what some are calling these disturbing decorations. He says he's trying to make a statement about child neglect.
What?
Okay, dude. No.
You
don't need to make
naked
a statement.
baby dolls hanging from a tree in your front yard to make a statement about child neglect?
Like, if he was trying to explain himself, he could just, I think there's so many other ways to explain it. Like, this is DIY. It was much cheaper than spending a whole bunch of money. I could now go to a Goodwill and make this decoration myself. Like, that's crafting for you, not trying to make people aware of child abuse.
Yeah, I'm not buying that for a second.
No.
And why not just lean into it? Why not be like, hey, I like Halloween stuff, and I find this to be kind of spooky, and that's why I wanted to put it out in front of my house, and I went for it. I think it's pretty weird, but I'm not buying that.
The way that it's displayed is also strange because it's around the trunk. I assumed like through the branches, making it
Like
almost
dangling?
like like
Yeah,
a Christmas
it's-
tree.
He kind of tied him up on there.
Gets it. Kenneth Kane says some people like it.
This was the Goth Girl selfie station.
Since
What?
2020,
This guy's
What,
a creep.
dude?
Guy's a creep. I'm going to say it.
This was the Goth Girls selfie station, and that's why he keeps putting it up, right? Because he wants those young Goth girls to go out in front of his yard, take a picture with the baby heads. This guy's weird. The vibes I'm getting are not good from him at all. Let's see what else he says.
bald, unclothed dolls on his tree for Halloween.
I don't advertise why I do it, but if people come up and talk to me, I'll be more than glad to give them the answer.
Yeah, Goth
And that
girls.
usually makes people understand what it is that I'm doing.
He's
His answer when we asked, the display is inspired by the Island of the Dolls in Mexico, Legend has it a man who lived in isolation found the body of a young girl floating in water and collected dolls to honor her.
I am a father and I have kids.
Take him away.
He's so embarrassing.
Imagine this being your dad.
You're so embarrassing, Dad.
Your dad is out there and he's like, it's the goth girl selfie station. Oh, Dad, please, no. All my friends are cringing right now. We can't do this right now. No, please don't. He's gone.
The best thing to do is to take my motivation and put it to good use.
Kane says he wants to bring attention to child neglect and abuse.
Is this good news?
Promoting this kind of violence and crime.
Neighbor Mac Milner contacted 8 on Your Side.
This neighborhood is something else.
Both sides of this thing are absolutely stupid. This other neighbor who's like, this is promoting child abuse.
Yeah,
Guys,
people walk by and they're seeing those dolls and all of a sudden inspired to abuse their own children.
it's a Halloween display, everybody. My God. Why do we need to do all of this?
Concerns. He says he has tried to get officials to force Kane to take the dolls down.
These dolls are naked. They're little children. And they're showing scenes of torture.
Kane says he knows it is disturbing for
This
him.
guy's so extra.
And stuff. I get it. It would freak some people out, but that's how do you,
It is creepy.
do that piece of art.
Yeah, it's very strange looking, but I think the other guy was weird too. This is a weird neighborhood. Just everybody involved is spooking me out. If that's a thing. I don't know if people say that.
Spooking me out.
Maybe.
If it were just a Halloween display with a bunch of naked dolls hanging all around, different forms or whatever, I think I applaud the level of creepiness that they're going for.
Yeah.
But to go, well, this is a statement about child neglect and like, oh,
This
dude,
is not the
you
season
are
for
this is
statements.
Weird.
Yeah, it doesn't add up for me. Our friend Mo DeWitt from the DeWitt Law Firm joins us here in the studio. Mo, how you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
All right, hold on, let me turn you up a little bit there.
Yeah, turn on my microphone.
Sorry
What are you
about
doing
that.
over here?
For what?
Had Mini Mo for a moment there. We'll fix that.
It's the Mini Mo.
When we come back, we're going to get into some questions with Moses. And by the way, I saw your staff photo shoot pictures, which came out amazing. You guys have to see
Lots of lasers.
They give me 80s vibes, I think.
Are we not part of your staff, Moses?
You guys got a job here to do. And you two are studio people now, yeah?
Oh, I know. Tell me about it. I'm going to hear all by myself starting next week.
Yeah,
So sad.
very, very many things to get into with Mo, and we'll do that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
Monsters in the Morning.
You gotta get it that caper, and the caper's basically like a telephone pole, right? And you gotta get that thing straight up. If you get it straight up and get your fingers under it, I know I can lift it. That's what she said, but I just can't get it
What's
up.
wrong with you describing this right?
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This is Super Bowl champion Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Trevor Lawrence wasn't 100% battling a knee injury, but he was good enough to power the Jags by the Saints. Lawrence's performance proved yet again why having a real quarterback and a competent head coach matters more than anything. Too many teams like the Giants and Jets reach for quarterbacks, and they suffer because of it, despite having good GMs and coaches. Trevor's everything you want in a quarterback. Big, smart, strong, gutsy, and ascending. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Owning a Mercedes-Benz EV isn't just extraordinary, it's extra easy. With full remote access to your vehicle from your phone via the Mercedes Me Connect app, the vehicles are all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. The choice is all yours. Learn more. MBUSA.com/EQ.
Hey, if you're in law enforcement, maybe you're a firefighter, EMT, doctors, nurses, teachers, active duty military, and veterans, listen up. If you're ready to upgrade your driving situation, my friends at Nations Trucks have got your back with the Hometown Heroes program. That means, first off, with approved credit, no payments for 90 days, and you can finance your next truck for up to 75 months, but you're going to get a lower 48-month interest rate. So what are you waiting for? Save some money and start driving the truck that you deserve today. Visit nationstrucks.com to check out their amazing selection of badass trucks and let them know C-Lane from the News Junkies sent you.
Are you experiencing tooth pain? Advanced Endodontics can help. With state-of-the-art care, experienced and compassionate staff, and 6 convenient locations throughout Central Florida, we make it easy to find the relief you need. We partner with well-known companies who offer great financing options, so you can achieve the smile of your dreams. And the best part is, no referrals are needed. Schedule your appointment today at IneedARootCanal.com. That's IneedARootCanal.com.
When I'm on the move, there's only one move that works for me. So I'm going to Checkers. Slide me that $2.49 chicken bites and fries box. No matter where I go, I'm going to enjoy the crispy, juicy, perfectly seasoned all-white meat chicken bites. Plus a load of Checkers' famous seasoned fries, all for just $2.49. That's right, this box is always coming in clutch. Checkers is boxing up deals like you've never seen before. Whether I'm running on empty or stepping on the gas, I'm taking one for the road with Checkers. Get it delivered now.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. You know, these guys have only been in town a few months, but they've already impacted so many families and lives here in Central Florida. It really is amazing. With Life Imaging FLA's free heart scan, there's no more guessing. Now you know. Now you know if those family genetic issues are showing their face in your heart at a young age. But now with Life Imaging FLA's free heart scan, you know, and you can build a long-term health care plan with your primary care doctor. And with October being Sudden Cardiac Arrest Awareness Month, now's the time to make that move. Sudden cardiac arrest is a leading cause of death in the U.S. with a survival rate less than 10%. So do yourself a favor and get this free heart scan from Life Imaging FLA. It's just a few minimum requirements, but it is a $699 value. And while you're there, be sure to ask about their cancer screening as well. And it couldn't be easier. Just pick up your cell phone and dial pound 250. Just say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan and you'll be connected in seconds. Make today the day you take charge of your long-term health care. You'll receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia. Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
You know when you wake up and your mouth feels gross and you just can't wait to brush your teeth to get that clean, fresh feeling again? That's exactly how millions of Navage users feel when they use powered suction to rinse out their noses every day, just like brushing their teeth. Once you're able to breathe deeply without congestion, you never want to be without it. That's why so many people rave about Navage, with over 100,000 online reviews. Feel the Navage difference for yourself. In less than a minute a day, you'll feel immediate relief from seasonal allergies and congestion after the very first use. Navage will also help you sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier, naturally, without drugs. Start breathing clearly again with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
What key is tonight going to be played in? Well, that's entirely up to you and your spirit. Over here at Wild Turkey, we're opting for something that rings true and can reverberate for ages. A little 101. Wild Turkey 101 has been pleasing crowds for decades with its iconic rich flavor. Crafted with generations of know-how and the finest ingredients. Wild Turkey. Trust your spirit. Wild Turkey Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Copyright 2023 Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise, drink responsibly.
The iHeartRadio app and the NFL right in your pocket. The home of the NFL Podcast Network, covering all 32 NFL teams, plus all the expert advice to win your fantasy league. And, of course, live NFL games. Touchdown! Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Free never sounded so good.
Identity theft shows no signs of slowing down. In fact, more than $29 billion were stolen last year alone. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call for everyone else. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock makes it easy to help protect yourself if you become a victim. A dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. Join now and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code at LifeLock.com, promo code Clay.
Wawa has pizza. Wawa has pizza. It's freshly made, tastes great, and you can get it late. Right now, there's a $0 delivery fee when you order Wawa Pizza at Wawa.com or on the Wawa app. Gotta have a Wawa.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Find us on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Jury duty in just a moment with our friend Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Moses is hanging out with us in the studio today. Hello, Mo. How are you?
You already asked me this.
I know.
Repeating the last segment all over again.
Okay, but how was, maybe things have changed in the commercial break.
The break was wonderful.
Well, there's something new in the frame that you guys might notice if the camera switches to Mo. Anything that stands out?
You son of a bitch. Why did you send these to HQ?
The man's got his own beer right now.
Hey, we're just going to crack open a cold Mo over here.
He's got his own beer. What's it called? Mo's what?
Jury juice.
Mo's jury juice.
That's great.
And who came up with jury juice?
I don't remember.
Was that a Busdecker production? Oh, it was the Radon Cowboy Forrest himself. It sounds like a Forrest.
It was a collaborative approach.
Jury juice.
Have
you tried one?
Forrest.
I actually have not tried it yet. You want to try one with me?
I'll try one with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Celia, do you want to sit here
You
and
can
chop
watch us
liver?
drink, guys.
Oh, man. And it's ice cold, too. I don't want to rub it in, guys, but this jury juice is nice temperature.
What kind of beer is it, Moses?
It's a lager.
Oh, very nice.
Who brewed it?
Brewed locally?
It is brewed by Hourglass Brewing locally.
Oh, nice people over there.
It's a Florida lager with citrus, brewed and canned by Hourglass Brewing.
And Justice.
Mo's Jury Juice, and really nice label here on it.
I love it.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Cheers, Mo.
Now, cheers. Take a sip of Justice.
I dare you to drink the entire thing right now, Sean. Chug it. Chug it. Chug, chug,
No,
chug,
it's
chug.
too big to
pussy,
chug.
Pussy.
This is bullying now.
Peer pressure.
It's pretty good, though. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty good.
If you think that's bullying, then do I have a surprise for you?
Oh, yeah. What are you talking about here? We go to break, Mo, and Sabrina's like, yeah, I've got this video that I want to debut on the show.
I didn't listen. I am just the messenger here.
Sabrina goes,
I mean, it sounded a little bit like extortion. If you don't give me something,
Moses,
I'm gonna air
what the heck
this.
is going on here? I thought we
You're
were on the
not
same
here
team.
anymore, so it's just me and Sean now.
She said flat out, she's like, you're the star of the video. I think you know about this. And I'm like, I don't know about anything.
Starting to think about all the bad things you've done.
Yeah, what happened here? Was I hammered last night and somebody caught some video of me?
No, and if you don't remember, then I will say this is from an anonymous producer.
Okay.
You are the star of it, and it's absolutely insane.
Is it this YouTube video or the...
I don't know which one is going to upload first, so I just sent you both.
Okay, here we go. Let me go over to this.
Make sure the volume's up, and, we've had this discussion before. I'm guilty of the same thing. I think C-Lane is as well. That sometimes we have a crutch word that we use quite often. I mean, if you guys have been listening to the show long enough, I think it was like 9.5 years ago, I created a very terrible sounding, but it was my first time producing it. My Buddy, the My Buddy song.
Oh, that was great. And C-Lane doesn't even say buddy anymore after that.
He does not. And now fast forward to today. And there perhaps is a word that you have used quite a bunch.
All right, here we go. Here it is. The southeastern portion of the United States. And the actual journey of this smoke is insane. That's a lot of Sean's.
Too many.
I can't even tell what's going on. Am I saying insane in all of these?
All different clips, but isolated? Am I saying that?
Isolated?
Isolated is you saying insane the same exact way.
I use that word because it's a very good descriptive word, and I'm going to double and triple down on it. I just got to stop saying situation. That's the one. I'm glad he didn't do this with situation because there would have been 4,000 more squares, and I would have been in every single one of them.
So now you know who produced it.
Yeah, the Radon Cowboy himself. He's doubling up today.
Well done, sir.
Unbelievable for us.
Yeah,
How could you do this to me?
See it now.
He did show me that. I'll put it up on See It Now during the break. He did show me that, I think, last week.
I got to tell you, I was blown away that he, one, put in that work. Two, that you, I feel like we would have noticed you said insane that much. And you say it the same exact way.
I say wild more than I say insane.
Oh,
but
there you go. Part
it's
two,
my tease.
Forrest.
Like, hey, you got to see this. It's coming up next, and it's insane, or it's wild, or
bonkers.
It's crazy, or it's bonkers, or I'll start working in bonkers to mix it up a little bit for everybody. Moses, let's talk Halloween, friend. Let's get a little spooky with our legal advice here. If somebody has a their whole lawn decorated and stuff for Halloween. Mm-hmm. They got some things out there, some spiders, some this, some that. And a person gets injured because of it. Can they just say, well, it's Halloween. We put stuff out. It's not my fault. Or could they be held liable for like an injury related to their Halloween display?
I mean, many times they can be held liable for it, especially if it's something that's hidden. Like a jumping spider or something like that jumps at you and scares you and you fall over and crack your head open. Or something.
That really actually could be.
It could be, yeah. Because it's a hidden danger that you didn't warn people about or didn't know about. Now, if you set up a haunted house and people are going through and they know to expect that might be different. But if they're just walking up on your front porch and you're looking to scare your mailman, you could have some issues there.
Okay, so let's say there was like one of those Jack in the Box type things or whatever. And you said the mailman. So the mailman comes up, and the mailman like falls over and hurts themselves because this pops
suck it,
out.
Postman Bill.
You could be responsible for that. That sounds like something that a lot of people are probably doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, it happens rarely, very rarely, but it certainly could happen, yeah.
I didn't know that. I had no idea. There's like people in my neighborhood that have that kind of stuff up for sure.
I mean, it's the same reason you can't booby trap things around your house.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I think that one's unfair. I would like to be able to booby trap stuff around my house. I don't think that should be illegal. I feel like you would end
up getting caught in your own booby trap.
I probably would. I don't have the skill set, as you know, to create any sort of booby trap. That's not something that I would be doing very, very well at. And we also had that story. It was the legal story of the guy who set up a booby trap was it with a gun?
Yeah, a gun in a barn, I think.
And it was.
Did he end up killing like a teenager? Am I thinking of something else? Hello?
Did he?
Oh, I'm not sure. I remember the story.
I was waiting for Moses because I thought you told us the story.
Okay, then it is the story I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's a case you actually studied in law school where a guy set up a booby trap with a gun that, auto fired. I don't remember if it was a barn or his house or something, but his house kept getting broken into. The barn kept getting broken into. So he set this up. Somebody breaks into it, shoots, and I believe kills the person. I don't remember if it was a teenager or not. And, ultimately he was charged with murder because you don't have the right to use deadly force to defend your property in that sense if there's no reasonable fear that yourself as a person is in imminent danger or threat to your life. And in this case, the guy wasn't even home, so he couldn't raise that defense.
So if there was some other situation where I'm trying to think of a situation where somebody would be in a position where they actually could do that, like, it's because you're not present, so you're not in danger. That's the main issue.
Yeah, I mean, let's use Home Alone as an example. Kevin was in the house, so he could use Woof is right. He could use force to prevent them from coming in the home because he was there and he was in fear of his own life. And people always point to the castle doctrine. Well, that's the whole intent behind the castle doctrine is basically there's a presumption that if someone breaks into your house and you're there, you have the right to use deadly force to defend yourself.
Right.
Because, if someone's breaking your house, there's a reasonable belief that you're in danger or, your life is being threatened. But if you're not there, you can't raise that same defense.
What's the difference between the castle doctrine and stand your ground? Or are those just different ways to say the same thing?
It's the same idea, but stand your ground can be applied outside of the home as castle doctrine solely applies to the home.
Okay. You got time to hang out with us for a bit?
Yeah, I'll hang around.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break so we can get back on time here. And then when we come back, we'll get into some more stories that I wanted to run by Moses and some other stuff that we got to talk about before we wrap everything up for a Friday. That is coming up next, and it's going to be insane. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
holiday magic.
It's just minutes away, and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Minor crash in Orlando, Amelia Street at Bumby Avenue. Heavy traffic now I-4 eastbound before 408 to before Colonial Drive. Minor crash also in Orange County, Alafaya Trail, right around McCullough Road. And working one on 1792 southbound north of 408 at Magnolia Road. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows fall is the perfect time for outdoor projects. Right now, you can keep your yard looking its best and save. Take care of leaves with leaf blowers starting at just $89.98. Lowe's knows home improvement. While supplies last, see store for details.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Orlando Harley-Davidson. Visit OrlandoHarley.com.
Here's your chance to take part in a night of inspiration, benefiting New Hope for Kids, helping our younger community deal with grief and loss. Jim Colbert will MC the 22nd annual Art of the Vine, Friday, October 27th. This special event will include an evening of fine wines, food, and culture, plus silent and live auctions and a chance to win a new BMW. For more information, go to realradio.fm/events and click on Art of the Vine.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Support Pink at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. For breast cancer awareness, we're donating $25 for every new Nissan sold this month. Plus, buy today and pay 6 months later. And 0% APR financing is here for a limited time. At Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Summer road trip season doesn't have to end. With the Autio app, every drive can still feel like an adventure.
I've discovered more about my hometown through the Autio app than I ever did growing up here.
The Autio app automatically delivers captivating stories about the natural wonders and fascinating histories just beyond your car window. Plus, you can download stories to listen to offline. Rediscover America your way with Autio. Available on iOS and Android.
Are you drowning in credit card debt with no way out? Did you know you have a right to resolve your debt for a fraction of what you owe? It's easy when you have a professional debt negotiator on your side, like DebtBlue. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, 10 minutes could save you thousands. In a quick 10-minute call, you can get a plan to reduce or completely resolve your credit card debt. It's proven to work for thousands of people just like you. In fact, we're so sure that we can reduce your debt that we offer the DebtBlue Success Guarantee. We don't get paid unless your debt gets reduced or resolved, so there's absolutely no risk to call. For your free debt resolve plan, call 800-375-1158. That's 800-375-1158. The call is free. The consultation is free. The more you owe, the more you can save. Call now. 800-375-1158. 800-375-1158.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sisters included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. Solarsource.com/monsters.
What makes football better?
Wing House Bar and Grill. Our famous wings, delicious burgers, ice cold beer, and the lovely ladies who serve you. Kick back, have a cold one, and catch a game. Wing House Bar and Grill. Good food, beautifully served. Proud sponsor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
O'Reilly. Get ultimate durability and extreme weather performance with Rain-X Advantage wiper blades at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Purchase a pair of Rain-X Advantage wiper blades and save $10, plus get 2 times O Rewards points. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Gators, ghosts, and goblins. Only at Gatorland.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic. Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. BILLS. That's Bills. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
That's how you join us on the show. Those are piling up, and I'm ready to hear what's on your mind.
Like a kid in a candy store.
Over at thenewsjunkie.com. Why are you cutting off the lights over here? Moses is wondering what the hell's happening in the studio.
I let Jack Bradshaw push the buttons.
Oh,
I was like, look, you want to see? You want to turn the lights off in Sean's house? And as soon as he pushed the first one, he goes, awesome. And then he pushed every button on the page.
We're sitting in here and Mo's like, what's going on? And I go, I can't control it. I have no ability to fight back against this right now.
You gotta love technology, but it is pretty incredible that C-Lane, and I assume during paternity leave at some point, despite us not being able to email him, we'll turn off your lights at some point.
Yeah, this is going to be weird that we're not supposed to contact him. I mean,
I'm still texting him.
Like, hold on, though. Wednesday, when he's officially on paternity leave, because he's taking Monday and Tuesday, and they can't, like, C-Lane told me that you can't officially be on paternity leave until a doctor, like, signs like documents and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it's like a whole thing.
I got to have a doctor's note that said my wife gave birth.
I could forge that for you.
Yeah, I didn't know you had to do that, but you were saying that on Wednesday you're going to start this, but on Wednesday, if you have the baby, does that mean that Sabrina and I can't even send like a congratulations text? Because
I mean, you can. It's so funny. Courtney was asking the same thing. She goes, "But you and Sean are friends." She goes,
she's like, he doesn't have many, C-Lane. Don't take this away from him. This is all he's got right now.
No,
she was worried about me.
You can congratulate me. I mean, I'm going to probably text you, pictures and stuff.
Oh, but
of the afterbirth.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm willing to
slap a magnet on it, too, so we can get some web hits.
Moses, C-Lane in less than 5 days, or 5 days or less, is going to be a dad and have a son. Any advice? You are a dad, and you are a much better dad, I'm sure, than I was when I went through this.
I doubt that. You're a great father, I'm sure.
And I just barely got by. Any advice for C-Lane in these coming days?
Just have fun with it. Sleep when you can.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
What was the biggest shock to you? Was there anything that caught you by surprise?
I think the hard...
that is a weird one.
Yeah, that's a weird one, but I think the hardest part is like the first couple of months of just no sleep.
Yeah.
You know, and some people get lucky, but...
Cool.
That's you're just
been
just
hearing
a
this for a little bit.
I can imagine, though, that because C-Lane can turn Sean's house lights on and off, that you're going to find some sort of way to hack into the baby sleep system as well.
Did you ever try, Moses, that, did you end up getting that thing, C-Lane, that's supposed to make crying babies stop crying?
I did. Yeah,
you did get that thing?
Benadryl.
Are you talking? No. You're talking about the white noise thing, right?
It's like this little machine and it plays white noise. Did you ever try that out?
Yeah, we tried. It didn't work.
Oh, sorry, C-Lane, for all the bad news that's landing on your lap right here. Maybe it works for you, though, you know? Maybe it only works for certain babies.
It was worth a shot. A listener got it for me, actually.
Yeah, we're so close. C-Lane's about to have a baby here in just a couple of days. He's not going to physically be having the baby. His wife will be doing that part, but he'll be present.
In case anyone's confused.
Yeah, for the rest of the stuff, he'll be present there.
I ran into Moses' wife at the Comedy Jam, and I hadn't seen her in forever. We're catching up, and I had a couple White Claws, so I think what I wasn't getting the message across as perfectly as I wanted to, but what I was trying to say was that my son's middle name will be Carter, which is Moses' son's name. And I said,
did you name it after? Did you name your son after Moses' son?
That'd
be a really interesting
clearly,
thing.
It'd be a weird flex. But what I said to Moses' wife, and I had to have said it weird because I said something like, the middle name that we picked is the same as your name, and she went, Melissa?
I do remember that.
That would be a twist.
I was like, okay. I said that a little weird. That's on me.
C-Lane's been a little cagey about the child's first name. Are you gonna? I think it just ended up that way. Honestly,
people know.
Yeah,
like Dolores Melissa Lane.
I just thought of Dolores would have been a funny middle name, but no, Jackson Carter.
Jackson Carter.
That's
and Jackson Carter
cute.
Lane, if that doesn't sound like a damn country star, I don't know what does. That's a strong name.
I agree.
And all these names that, like, it's so weird now because when I went into the gift shop at Universal Studios the other day, I go through and you see all the names, and my name is in none of these anymore. I think Sean, S-E-A-N, is in some of them. Moses was in it.
Oh, good.
That's very rare.
I never see mine.
Carter is in all of them.
Carter's in a lot of them. Yeah.
That's like one of the new, more popular names. But like our names, it seems to cycle out.
They're going extinct.
Yeah, all these names, like, and then there's some of these names. Remember we were talking the other day about the most old lady names, like Gertrude and stuff. Nobody names their child those things anymore. We've just moved on to a whole new set of them. And I don't even know if we have like our Courtneys and Melissas and.
Forrest.
Forrest is a rare one. It certainly is.
But Radon Cowboy was a keychain.
That one is a little
that.
more specific and was not featured in the store. All right, Moses, let's talk about some things here.
All right.
We've been seeing all this chaos that's in the news for the situation in Israel and Gaza, and a lot of people are crazy about this stuff, and they get fired up and they post things online. For instance, there was an ER doctor in New York City who posted online and said of the Hamas attacks, Zionist settlers getting a taste of their own medicine after that terrorist attack on October 7th. First of all, those people weren't settlers in that area. Maybe this person considers all of them settlers in Israel, but that would just have them sound a little more stupid. Anyhow, the response from Lenox Hill Hospital, where this ER doctor worked, was to fire this person. Now, in the United States, obviously, we have freedom of speech, but that doesn't protect you from consequences of saying things.
Right.
If somebody does make a controversial statement online, is it completely up to their employer to whether they want to ignore it or fire that person? Or I guess that might vary from state to state, huh?
It does vary from state to state a little bit, but typically, and a lot of times, doctors who are employed by hospitals and things like that have provisions in their contract that basically say, hey, if you make statements out of work that reflect poorly on you or our hospital, then we can fire you.
Right.
Now, that is different than going against their license, because there was actually an interesting case out of California where there was an attorney who was making some pretty crazy comments regarding Black Lives Matter and things like that. And the California bar tried to take them up on disciplinary, basically to sanction against their license. And ultimately was held that that was protected by freedom of speech because there was no threats associated with it. And the person, I believe it was a female, she did it on her personal social media accounts, not on her lawyer ones.
Okay.
So ultimately they said it was protected and they couldn't go after her license for that.
So you can suffer the repercussions of an employer saying this is a bad look for us and we don't want to keep you employed here, so we're going to fire you. But things like your doctorate, or in that case, passing the bar, would be too far of a move for them to do that. It's like social punishment.
Right, yeah. They can't pull your license unless, you're doing something where you're threatening somebody else, or, which would be essentially could be a crime, taking it to that level. But if it's just purely freedom of speech, typically, your licenses and things like that are protected.
Yeah. I mean, that's honestly happening to a lot of people right now, because we live in a world where I don't know why people don't fully grasp this, but whatever you post online is as public as it gets.
Yep.
This is not some private platform. Everything that you post online is going to be screenshot, spread around, reposted.
And within seconds, if you use the right hashtags.
Right.
And then they're blown away and they're like, well, this is cancel culture. And it's like there are responsibilities attached to having that soapbox that is now available to the entire world.
One of the funny ones that I saw was there was this woman who posted one of the most aggressive statements I think I've ever seen in my life. Basically, it was like, everyone in Israel, they're all terrorists. They deserved what happened to them with this Hamas attack, and they deserve to lose this war. Like something as extreme as that, right? And then people started sharing this online. She posted it as a story on Instagram. And 2 days later, she said, I'm sorry for my post. I stand with the people of Israel and fully support. And you're like, hang on, do you really?
Wait just a tick.
This is a real 180 that I'm seeing here. One of these people is you, and one of these people is not you. I don't know if I believe this. So, yeah, be careful with that stuff. And unfortunately, if you post things that are controversial, you may end up losing your job. There is now a movement. There's now a little bit of movement at the house where that squatter has been for over 6 months, not paying any rent, 187 nights and counting.
But she's saved so much already that even when she gets kicked out, it works in her favor.
That's probably absolutely going to happen here. They said that she stayed there as an Airbnb for 187 nights. We talked about this last week, Mo, where you said it was probably because it pushed over that 6 months and went away from Airbnb that she was able to do this. One of the judges said we made a mistake here, and now they said a locksmith was spotted at the Los Angeles home where this woman has been for well over 300 days squatting on this property and not paying any rent. And to Sabrina's point, person's probably taking all the money they would have paid for rent each month and just filing it away, smuggling it away in a little account.
I mean, during COVID, that became a huge problem because if you remember, there was the eviction moratorium. So you had people who were current on their rent up until COVID hit. Or, no, excuse me, some who had been delinquent on their mortgage for months, well before COVID was even a thing. And then the people couldn't evict them, and they were there for years.
Right.
And it just took forever to get people out.
Yeah. And then there was a worry, I think, that all of those were going to hit at once when they released those, the holds on those, the moratorium, I guess, on those evictions. I don't think it actually became a huge issue, though. Maybe because people were saving up the money.
Yeah, I mean, I heard from more landlords than I did tenants, and it was just basically the landlords were frustrated because they had people in their properties who they couldn't get out, and they weren't getting money for it.
Yeah.
There's nothing they could do.
And that's got to be a very, very frustrating thing. I mean, there's bad landlords out there, but there's also people who get screwed over
bad
by
people
these folks
everywhere. Yeah. Whether it's tenants, landlords, they're on both sides.
Even attorneys? Are there bad attorneys?
There's bad
there?
attorneys too.
Not our Moses, though.
I can't come to terms with that, Mo. This weekend, up in the sky, just for you, Sealand. I know you're a moon guy, but you'll probably like this as well. There is an Orionid meteor shower that will be visible for everybody this weekend. And they said it's going to be clear skies, so you can see all the cometary debris right around midnight. And this is really bringing in Sea Lane's sun to the world in some way.
Yay.
According to Earth Sky, Orionids come from Halley's Comet. It says the shower will exhibit a maximum of about 10 to 20 meteors per hour. And there will be a lot of trails and all that good stuff in the sky for those of you who like those kinds of things. All right, let's go to you. Let's work at a dispatch or two here while we have some time. Moses, you don't mind hearing some dispatches, do you?
Not at all.
All right, good, because that's what we got. Here we go. Let's go over to Barry with a dispatch.
Hey, Cuatro Amigos.
Hey.
Hey, Sean, just want to tell you real quick, thank you for sending out the magnets and stickers that redeemed on Twitch.
Uh-huh.
Really cool, man. As always, you come through, and just, again, much appreciated. Whatever the end.
Thank you, Barry.
Wow,
Appreciate
sucking up
you.
much?
He's
Doing a
not
Mary
even trying
Sean?
to get Fritz on the street action or anything. Here's Daytona Squid saying, I stole a magnet.
Shout out to the guy in the silver car at Lowe's in Norman Beach. I swiped your magnet. My apologies, I was in my work truck, so I could not leave you one of mine. Maybe in the future. But I got yours. Happy Friday, bitches.
There you go. Thank you, Daytona Squid.
Bitches.
Let's do one or two more. My cousin Mose has something for C-Lane.
C-Lane, congratulations again.
Thank you.
From one dad to another, a little bit of advice. Take plenty of pictures. You're going to look back on them 8-10 years from now and wish your baby was that small. The newborn face, it does go by fast, man. You're going to want them to be that tiny. Remember,
and then
it's okay to want to throw your baby out the window. It is not okay to throw your baby out the window.
Good advice.
The 6-month mark, that is like my favorite point. That's when they become really fun. And don't underestimate the power of a plain old box for a toy compared to expensive baby toys.
This kid ain't getting boxes.
Good luck. Congratulations, man.
There
Can you
he
imagine he ends at dispatch and the kid's right next to him like, so you hate me?
Boxes? What are you talking about?
Throw me out the window?
I'm not 6 months old anymore and you don't like my face. Got it, Dad.
C-Lane, be honest with me here. How over talking about all this stuff are you right now?
Ooh, I mean, there's literally nothing else that gets talked about.
Every person he bumps into, everybody in the office, everybody out in public. Yeah, it is. But yeah, I'm in that position. Eventually, you're like, oh, and you know what sucks?
It's still going to continue for the next year.
Yes, it's going to transfer to congratulations and how's the baby doing?
When's the next one coming?
It's going to go all to that exact
Look, he's
topic.
not even looking at us in the eyes anymore. He doesn't want to
He's
talk
done
about
with it.
Just enjoy that new baby smell.
Yeah. The new baby smell is weirdly already in the house because like we have to use the special detergent to wash things with. That's like baby safe. So like there's already a whole bunch of stuff that smells like baby at the house, which is it's a weird phenomenon.
It is
Are
weird.
you getting
Especially
used to it or no?
I don't know.
When someone asks to hold your baby, like they could be an acquaintance, and then it's just that moment of, all right, they're smelling my baby just for the quote unquote new baby smell. Does that come in a bottle anywhere or just new car?
I've never
Maybe
seen
like a
it.
Bed Bath and Beyond candle.
All right, quick break. When we come back, somebody says, enough's
baby talk.
enough. I'm going to be leaving the United States of America. Who was it? That, plus a kid really lets a news reporter have it on live TV. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Enjoy the Twitter experience without the musk. At Real Radio 1041 on Threads. Powered by Anajar Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Still have some serious slowdowns due to an earlier crash in Brevard County, A1A southbound north of Jackson Avenue. Crashes around Scorpion Court. Again, no reports of any lane blockage, but just some pretty heavy backups in that area. And still working a crash in Orange County, 1792 southbound north of 408 at Magnolia Road. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Kissimmee.
It's the Bedhead Sale at Mattress Warehouse. Come in with your best or worst bedhead and save up to 50% on any mattress. So where would you look to find the perfect mattress? In a little mattress store or a mattress warehouse? Visit mattresswarehouse.com.
Don't miss the boat, my friends. Compare your quote today, especially when it comes to the chances, them being very high that you're leaving money on the table. So let that mortgage guy Don from thatmortgageguyDon.com and, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show, let him help you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Hit the compare button, and Don will review your quote today. That Mortgage Guy Don is a mortgage broker. He's not a corner bank or a retail lender, and that means he has direct access to wholesale lenders that consumers do not. But those wholesale lenders are competing for your business. So he's going to let you know if you can get a better deal. And if you're just starting the process, he's going to walk you through it instead of shove you down a hill of confusion. So why not get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you can trust? You go to thatmortgageguyDon.com. Plain and simple, no spam, no hassle, just peace of mind.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Now you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
Florida's farmers work hard to grow nutritious food for you and your family, and you can help support them by enjoying delicious Fresh from Florida produce. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop, or visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream, bringing together internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. Get fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month, free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited Spectrum mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Spectrum One Stream. It's streaming simplified. Visit Spectrum.com or a Spectrum store for details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of microscopic germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril around the back of the nose and out the other nostril, helping flush out all the nasty things that make you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Cindy, a verified Navage user who writes, "I've had such awful nasal congestion for the last couple years. I bought Navage and OMG, I can breathe again. I love this thing. Goodbye, Neti Pot. Hello, Navage." End quote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When the going gets tough, Ram trucks keep you going. Hurry in for great deals during Ram Power Days. Ram, built to serve. During Ram Power Days, current vehicle owners or lessees get $8,980 in total values on the 2023 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Don't miss this great offer. See your local Ram dealer today. Total values include combined cash allowance and $2,980 Bighorn Level B package value. Current vehicle must be registered at least 30 days prior to purchase. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery from dealer stock by 10/31.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app?
Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts.
Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. BILLS. That's BILLS. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Oh man, I feel bad.
Oh, did she just tell you?
Please don't make this worse.
Is this our fault?
It's not my fault. That's for sure.
I didn't even think about any repercussions from that. I thought it would be fine.
Yeah, because you just sit at home in your fortress of solitude.
Hey, you guys were with me on this. It wasn't just me, was it?
No. I'm the one that has Christmas decorations up.
Oh, that's true. But didn't you still say something about it? Or was I the only one trashing it? I wasn't really trashing it.
You were the only one trashing it. And now I have to be here by myself when Celine goes to paternity.
What we heard was we learned that at iHeartRadio HQ this week they put up all the Christmas decorations. Like they just skipped right through Halloween or any kind of like Thanksgiving stuff, if people put that up. And they put up the Christmas decorations. And I was saying, oh, you're doing this in October? And I guess the person who put them up heard the show and then took them all down.
She's a lovely woman. She has been around for many, many years. A huge fan of the show. I feel like I don't even know how to form this. I don't know if she's listening right now either.
Oh, boy.
But I start with ... Jack just told Celia and I that we are at fault.
You're bringing Jack into this, too?
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't want to bully her into taking the decorations down. That's fine if you have the Christmas decorations up. I did say it was a little bit early, but now I feel bad because they took them all down because we were making fun of them, or if Sabrina was making fun of them. Mostly.
Okay, yeah, nice try.
Mostly it was Sabrina who was saying all this stuff.
Go back to the effing tape. I had nothing to do with this.
I don't want to go back to the tape because I know what's on it. It's going to have me saying stuff that is bad about the Christmas decorations at HQ. And now I feel bad because she's nice. And
she's a wonderful human, and I love her. She's going to be the only person I can talk to next week. Now, if I tell her to
put the Christmas decorations back up, though, that's not going to improve anything, right?
But you're going to feel so powerful, don't you, buddy?
No, I don't want to feel like I have any power. I feel bad. I didn't want to make her feel bad about things. Tracy Claus on Twitch says, you hurt her feelings. I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to. I thought it was a faceless thing.
She is the person in the office that listens to us the most.
Oh,
Not
no.
anymore. Jesus,
God,
Sean.
this might be the end. I didn't want to do anything bad. I wasn't trying to. Moses, I find myself in a horrific spot here.
Seems to be a trend.
It does. Thank you for the support.
Anytime. That's what I'm here
for. It does
for.
Tend to be that I catch myself in these positions. We're going to go to more of your comments, your dispatches in just a moment. One cool thing, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Mo is also a sponsor now for the Solar Bears hockey team.
Yeah.
And is it because you're a sponsor that you've gotten the access to do some of the videos that I saw you filming?
Yeah, they let us in.
That's pretty cool. Like on the ice and everything.
Dang, are you a good ice skater?
Mascot. Fantastic.
The logo for DeWitt Law Firm is like, you know how they put the logos under the ice?
Nice.
And then you can see like through the ice that they're playing on. They
How does
got the
that
Just
work?
Call Mo stuff.
What is it?
It's just like a decal under the ice that they put ice on top of.
That must be a pain in the ass. Every time they do that, they have to put more decals down and then redo
the ice stays there. I think they go over the ice for other events.
Oh, okay.
I think once they put the ice in for the season, it's in.
When they're playing like basketball games and stuff, there's still ice underneath the Magic players?
I could be wrong, but I think so.
That's wild. I didn't even think they could do that. All right.
Technology.
Yeah, we're in a strange advanced world here. We're going to get to your dispatches in a moment. I hope that you can hear this. I don't know if the audio audio is good. It's one of those things where somebody's filming their television, so we'll make the most of it. But this TV reporter was doing a story, and this little kid, you know how little kids sometimes will say things to adults and they don't understand
the darndest
how
things, I believe.
Yes, they indeed the darndest things, but they'll say things that you hear them saying, you're like, oh, the kid doesn't know how mean that sounds. And that happened with this story. Let's see if we can hear this.
I had to pull this one aside.
Oh, I can turn it up a little louder than that. Hang on. I got this under control because that was very quiet. Here we go.
Hi, what's your name? Giovanni. Okay, Giovanni, tell everybody at home what you just said to me.
I told her that she looks better on CP24 than in person.
Oh, buddy. Oh, my God. What are you doing, man? He went up to the reporter. He said, you look better on TV than you do in person.
And then she had him repeat it, and he did it looking directly into the camera.
I like how she was a good sport about it, but that could have been awkward. My God.
What do you think the case is for us, like stream versus in real life?
I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling rough about things these days. I'm hearing that I got tiny eyeballs.
Very tiny.
You know, I'm hearing they got tiny hands. My hands
tiny
are,
nipples was the latest update.
And tiny nipples, which Mo...
Show Mo your nip. And
I'm not going to show Mo my nipples. It's unprofessional. He's a professional man.
I'm like a doctor. You can show me.
It's not the same. The nature of our relationship will change dramatically.
I have a doctorate in law. That same thing.
If I do that, you're not going to take me seriously. You know what? You're probably
I'm never taking you seriously. What are you talking about?
Nothing's going to change, actually, now that I think about it.
Can't believe you set him up for that.
I walked right into that face first. Cher is saying she will leave the United States of America for realsies this time if Trump is reelected. She said that back in 2015. Yes, but for real, she's going to move to Jupiter, she says, if Trump is elected.
She knows Florida is, yeah.
For sure. Isn't it now like a very rich place?
It is. Yeah, there's a lot of money in Jupiter, Florida, and everything around that. Some golf people.
I think Tiger Woods lives there.
Yeah, I think he does, actually, because he got a DUI around there, which I thought it would be so weird to pull somebody over and it's Tiger Woods and, you know, not have that weigh into the situation for you.
I would have maybe like, I'm going to call your dad as soon as I get back in the car.
If I pulled over Tiger Woods, I would want to, this doesn't make any sense, but for some reason I would want to let him go. But he's rich.
And that's why you're not law enforcement, Sean.
He's rich and powerful. He should be held accountable more than anybody else.
Thank you.
I can't do it that way. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm a mess, you know? I don't know what to do with myself anymore. I'm a damn mess.
Text not answered yet, by the way.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Well, let me know when she responds.
I'm very
and tell her
mad
I said
at you.
sorry. Why are you mad at me?
Because if you broke her heart, this is one of the most wonderful people on earth and a huge support. And on top of it, a very big name here in the building.
Now, there is, I do have rumor, or at least another take on this whole situation. Somebody said that they were talking about this on Jimmy's show yesterday.
So it could be Jimmy's fault.
That they were talking about taking down the decorations and putting them up after Halloween, and there was no mention of us, no mention of Sean.
Okay, that's good for us then. Maybe
in the studio right now.
All right, hold on. Here's the big question. When were the decorations removed? Was it after the Jim Colbert show mentioned that?
Jesus, Jack still out there? No.
Because if it was after the Jim Colbert show mentioned that, then it's their fault. Yeah, then they have to take the heat for this, and we are not responsible.
Or what we do is that we come back here early Monday morning, maybe Sunday afternoon, and we put them all back up. And we're like, Raquel, WTKS-FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando apologizes for everything that's happened.
If we could just push this off to Jimmy, it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah,
you know,
of course, absolutely.
That would be the best case scenario.
It is your fault. And then on top of it, when I was going to forgive you, the Jim Colbert show runs in and doubles down.
It could be that too. That would be
come up with their own damn topics.
That would be the worst case scenario.
God, this breaks my heart.
Let's go over to Barista Brittany. She has a dispatch that says Sean and Sabrina. Let's see here.
Hey guys. Okay, so really quick, because I just got done listening to the podcast where Sabrina was like, "Are you going to dress up with me, Sean?" And Sean was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Oh, I've never agreed to this with you before, blah, blah, blah." Sean, malarkey, respectfully.
Thank you.
100% baloney.
No.
You definitely
Poppycock.
said that you're going to dress up with her, and then you and C-Lane both forget, or you say, I went to buy a costume, but then they were out, or it wouldn't get here in time, or I ordered through Amazon and it was delayed. Order a costume today, Sean.
Here's what I said, okay? And this is true, right? If we maybe brought it up on the show last year, it was a quick thing, and then we just moved past it. We didn't do like a firm, like, yes, we're definitely doing this. Let's set this up. We're all going to take part in this.
Now, you know that, right?
No. Okay, find audio of me saying 1,000% we're going to do. I think we mentioned it once. We're like, hey, we should wear costumes. And then we just left it there. We didn't go forward with any plans. That's why C-Lane didn't know it was going on either.
The smirks on your faces was very well thought out.
You thought that we both did this as some plan to have you the only person dressed up for Halloween, but I assure you that was not the case. We didn't talk about it at all. There was no mention of it. Nobody wanted to make you, and you had a great costume.
Whether it was on purpose or not, it hurt my feelings.
Well, I'm sorry that your feelings were hurt.
How our IHM sister feels.
I'm sorry that your feelings were hurt, but we didn't lock in on that.
So
we locked in on this.
Triple lock in. You're absolutely going to dress up, right?
100% locked in. Yes, firmly locked in.
I'm going to look
definitely
like such
on board.
an idiot. C-Lane's not even going to be here for it.
Oh, that's true.
But this year's costume is pretty damn good.
Yeah. What did you say you were doing again? You told me before.
I didn't tell you. It's going to be a surprise.
Okay. I thought you told us before. Okay. We're going to take a quick break.
Ever heard of someone called Hitler?
Really racy.
It's something I would never do. Come on.
Did you forget Moses was here?
Charlie Chaplin.
It shouldn't matter whether I'm here or not.
Really? That should be one that just stays off the plate no matter who's showing
Jewish.
up.
I would never in a million years.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll do the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
You have a good turtleneck head. I do not think I have a good turtleneck head. Jack has an okay turtleneck head.
But Jim in one would look like a roll-on deodorant.
How dare you, sir?
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Friday weather forecast update for Central Florida as we approach midday. Warm highs in the low 80s today. Another gorgeous one, keeping it dry. Breezy west winds for the afternoon at 10 to 15. Cool and clear tonight, mid-60s. On our Saturday and Sunday, warm mid-80s for highs, dry conditions with plenty of sunshine. Enjoy, and don't forget that sunblock. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa has pizza. Wawa has pizza. It's freshly made, tastes great, and you can get it late. Right now, there's a $0 delivery fee when you order Wawa Pizza at Wawa.com or on the Wawa app. Gotta have a Wawa.
In this week's Marketers Report, we learn about the value of local influencers in uncertain times from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
The economy is tough for everyone, and taking a step back and understanding the pain that your customers are currently going through because of a tough environment is really important. We have 19,000 agents across the country, and they understand what's going on in those very unique communities. iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, connected, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
To everyone who appreciates a fresh meal that comes from the heart, let our team member Emma tell you what's special about the Culver's Way.
We take great tasting burgers seriously in Wisconsin. Favorite recipes, fresh ingredients, real Wisconsin cheese. It's a place where traditions matter. So of course it's where Culver's Butter Burger was born. Fresh, never frozen beef, seared to perfection, then topped with a lightly buttered toasted bun.
What can we say? To us, it's a whole lot more than a burger. It's a taste of home.
From Wisconsin with love.
welcome to Delicious. To everyone who craves a rich and creamy hometown treat, let our team member Nevaeh tell you how we do it at Culver's.
Every scoop of Culver's fresh frozen custard is made in small batches throughout the day. Because where we come from, the little things make a big difference. Like bringing back a seasonal favorite. Our salted caramel pumpkin concrete mixer and pumpkin spice shake are back for a limited time. Handcrafted with farm fresh dairy and real pureed pumpkin just for you. So it's the best part of your day.
And we mean the best. From
Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Here's the easiest puzzle in the world. Where can you get a daily dose of fun, audio-friendly puzzles? The solution is obvious. The Puzzler Podcast with AJ Jacobs. Listen to The Puzzler on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Fall is here, and I'm running out of year. So I'm throwing a Cartoberfest. It's the biggest car party in the world and the most fun way to buy a nice new car. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm going to liven up my sales. So I'm giving you $7,775 over appraised value for your old ride. Come to my car garden and pick out any nicer, newer car you want and get $7,775 over appraised value based on the car you choose. Get a new Mitsubishi Mirage greenest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon for $14,900. Or look at the new Outlander, the safest, most affordable 7-passenger SUV for only $26,900. And all RC Hill Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Past credit problems are the worst, but don't feel like a wiener. I'm going to help you get approved and even lower your current car payment. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles to choose from, so don't be tardy to this car party. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Dealer retains all incentives. Vehicle purchase price affects discount.
What's more fun than a ship full of monkeys?
A boatload of comedians.
Set sail with Victory Casino Cruises and the Real Radio Halloween Comedy Gambling Cruise. Saturday, October 28th.
Enjoy live comedy from Real Radio's Ross, Sabrina, and Ryan. Plus music from DJ Angel.
Just $25 gets you boarding, a meal, a live comedy show, and $20 in qualified slot play.
Plus come dressed in your best costume for a shot at cash and prizes.
Book your spot on the Real Radio Halloween Comedy Cruise at realradio.fm/victory.
Boarding starts at 5:30 p.m. and the ship sets sail at 7 p.m. sharp.
Must be 18 to sail and 21 to consume alcohol.
Book now, realradio.fm/victory.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BAT for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BAT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BAT.
Escape with the best stories of the year on Audible. Hear celebrity memoirs, mysteries, true crime, sci-fi, and more. Ignite your imagination with audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com.
Real Radio 104.1.
Final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday and the week. And we bid adieu, we say goodbye to Christopher Dolores Lane.
After this, the life that you know, C-Lane, completely over.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of changes on the way, but He will not be. Sorry, Moses, your mic was off.
You muted me again. I said he had a good run.
I have so many things I have to remember to push her, like, click on and do all this stuff. He did have a good run, but today's his last day.
Do you have like one more day before the baby comes to completely black out?
Not really. Because
what's on the schedule before that? Do you have a lot of stuff to do to prepare?
Not really. We're having brunch tomorrow. We're just gonna take it easy.
Mm-hmm. Have you had your bachelor party yet?
He really wanted one.
Every weekend was a bachelor party, pretty much.
He really was excited for a bachelor party at one point in time, and then it didn't happen for him for some reason. But
what are you doing tonight, C-Lane?
Yeah, we can make this
Let's
happen.
do it, guys.
Let's go to Rachel's.
All right.
Oh, I threw at Rachel's. You threw at Dancers. I don't know which one of those is nicer. Is Dancers a nice place?
I think it's great. I mean, I'm a huge fan of it.
Mm-hmm.
They just redid it after, remember,
Rachel's has steak.
I'll bring the steak in a Ziploc bag.
How good could the steak actually be, though, at a strip
People
club?
say it's great.
Really?
I mean,
man.
The Bungalow and the Bus, I think, went there and did an episode there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I ran into him the other day, but as Brenda, his drag queen persona.
Oh, Bungalow?
Yeah. Brendan O'Connor.
Yeah, that's what his name. Okay.
And then we go to hug, and I just I get home and I have lipstick all on my cheek. There's still pink on my sweater. Just a lovely, lovely person.
I think he was at the poker tournament like that, if I recall correctly. It's just all kind of a blur for me that whole night, but here we
Good
are.
times, though.
Plus, I'm over here just drinking on my Moe's jury juice. So, I'm sinking myself into the weekend with this thing. This is actually really good. Where are you going to have these for people, Mo?
We don't know yet, but if you, we'll announce it on Facebook. So if you follow DeWitt Law Firm on Facebook, we'll have some events and giveaways and all that kind of fun stuff on there where we'll start giving it away.
It's tasty. I could really slam that whole thing.
If only you could put it on shop.justcallmo.com.
Yeah, some legalities there.
Is that against the law? I tried to buy vodka for C-Lane online, and they took my monies, but then I never got any vodka.
Oh.
And they did have a website where they could sell them. It was like some liquor store online. And you could see all the stuff that they have, all the different items, and you could put stuff in your shopping cart and buy them.
Sabrina, you know how Sean doesn't pay attention to quantities and sizes of
dimensions.
He tried to order me a bottle of Dude vodka because I mentioned it on the show one time that I used to like to drink it, and it tasted like Mountain Dew if you mix it with soda. He didn't even look at the fact that it cost $5. It was
the shipping was $45.
The shipping was $40, and the actual vodka was $5 because he was buying a 375 milliliter. It was almost an airplane bottle of Dude, and because it never came in, and he sent me the cancellation letter,
that counts.
And he goes, "Well, I give up." And I go, "That's what you were buying? $40 to ship a tiny bottle of vodka?"
I didn't know. I thought it was the big regular size bottle.
One of my favorites was you had this big trophy and this idea to give one trophy out, and you accidentally bought 50 tiny trophies.
That's true. That's a true story. The one that pissed me off the most was I found this coffee table. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, Moses.
The little tiny one. Yep.
The coffee table was so cool, and I loved it, and I was so excited for it. And when it came, it was the tiniest thing you've ever seen.
Tiny.
It was 2 inches off the floor.
It was for the elves in the tree that I can't think of.
It was it would look ridiculous when you put it next to a couch or something. But I just assumed it was the normal size that all the other coffee tables were. I don't know. My life is like that. All right, let's do the stories.
Love you. Can't wait to see you as a papa.
Good luck with everything.
Yeah.
Let us know what's going on when it's convenient for you, and we will not email you or talk to you about any work things.
House.
And I can't send you the weekend edition outline. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, get ready, folks. For the next 2 weeks, it's going to be chaos as I try to figure out what C-Lane does.
Yeah, he's got a lot of buttons, so we'll have to find out the source of all those.
All kinds of buttons.
All right. Yeah, don't let Jack do that next time. He's very, very excited about turning off the lights of the studio over here. All right, let's do the stories that did make the cut, brought to you by Nations Trucks. And you can find the truck of your dreams. It's right there on the lot. Go to nationstrucks.com right now. Big trucks, lifted trucks, work trucks.
Some as big as your head.
Whatever you want, they got it for you at nationstrucks.com. Let's see here. I'm trying to see what we should talk about.
None of them are about to make the cut.
No, I mean, these are like all really doom and gloom. Oh, Jon Stewart's show got canceled over on Apple Plus.
The problem with him?
The problem with Jon Stewart got canceled, yes. And they said he was going to do a show about China, and they think that's why Apple shut it down. They didn't want him to do anything about China because it would hurt their company. All right, here we go. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Friday, October 20th, 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Mo, you got this.
I do not.
I feel it. You got it today. You're going to get all these right.
He tells you this every week, Moses.
Yep.
He never
This
says
is your week.
Start practicing.
This band right here.
Nirvana.
Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner is correct. Leonard Skinner's final album featured the band engulfed in flames on the cover. It was released just 3 days before their fatal plane accident that took the lives of several members of the band. The album was quickly pulled and the cover was replaced, but was later restored. Some of those became collectibles after that. Today I learned, you know what a dab is? Doing a dab?
The dance move or the weed?
A dance move thing,
Sure,
you know?
yeah.
That was made illegal in Saudi Arabia. You cannot dab in Saudi Arabia. If you do, you
What are
could
you
go
in
to
here for,
jail.
man?
Dabbing is not a good reason to go to jail, I don't think. Today I learned this song.
Nirvana.
Thriller. Thriller is correct. During the making of Thriller by Michael Jackson.
The Nirvana song.
I should have just made one of them Nirvana so we could have got it right. Michael Jackson's song, the sound engineer Bruce Swedian set up tape recorders around his Great Dane in a barn overnight so he could record some howling sounds. But the dog didn't howl, so they needed somebody to do it. Michael Jackson said, I got this. And he did the howls himself.
Hey, kids.
I must say, he's a pretty good howler. He did an excellent job at that.
All right, today I learned this band.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We do appreciate you. And today I learned this band, or this song.
Bye-bye, war. Right?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you're close enough. You got it. This song, na 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 na, hey, hey, kiss him goodbye, was recorded in one take. They just said, let's go, roll, and they recorded this song. C-Lane, we'll see you in a while.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Best
Enjoy
luck,
yourself.
Papa.
We'll do. Yeah. All the luck in the world to you and your wife. I'm sure everything's going to go perfectly, and we are going to be thinking about you while you're gone.
I'll be thinking about you, some of that part. Some of it.
This is great.
I don't believe you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday, same time, same place. If you missed any of the show, get the podcast in the